fucked in the ass, kicked in the fucking pussy. Dance, Uncle Lee. Let's do that wiggle, baby. Everybody here ate brownies tonight, those Tom Segura killers. So we're back. What's up, baby?
Nothing. I almost had a panic attack today because I had to go get a fitting for a wedding.
Okay.
And in the place where I went, it's right in Burbank. The place has a Krispy Kreme store, a Panda Express, a Wendy's, and a whole old home style
all
buffet
the way
thing.
Out there by the Cuban place.
Yeah,
left by Costco. Yeah.
And
they got everything.
Warm Krispy Kremes.
Smelling after that. More.
If the light had been on, I might have been.
You would have cracked. But one donut is 60 points. It's 6 points.
That has to be
so what could it be?
400 calories?
No, it's like 300 calories. You burn that in 25 minutes. That's what we're just talking about. When you were juicing, you were getting away with murder. Like I said, if you could swallow a black cum, you could juice. You know what I'm saying? You could just put up with a bad taste. And then he realizes after 6 weeks it's a bad taste.
Actually, it's not that bad.
No, I know. That's why you're still fucking doing it.
No, not the juicing. Not the juicing.
What?
It says that the Krispy Kreme is like 200.
Yeah, for one, like a normal human being. You could eat one fucking donut.
No, a normal human being eats like the entire box and then goes back for a second box. Because those things like melt in your mouth.
Disgusting. You eat one fucking donut, you drink some
no
water,
one eats
and you get in your
one
car, you run
donut.
away. Well, even if you eat two, that's 400. How many fucking donuts can you eat?
I could eat a box. You couldn't eat a box?
No.
Yes, you could.
No, I can't.
Yeah, a little high, you couldn't eat it.
No, I go to whatever. I control myself. 2 fucking donuts. At my chocolate coconut ones. That's my favorite fucking shit of all time, chocolate coconut. It used to be apple and spice from Dunkin' Donuts in the old days.
Oh, yeah.
The apple and spice ones, the apple and spice, they don't even make them no more, those fucking terrorists. Dunkin' Donuts suck now.
It's coming out here in Santa Monica.
They suck now. The coffee's still fucking boiling hot, but nobody, listen, most of these people, to them, it's an investment. They don't even know what Dunkin' Donut was 20 fucking years ago.
Yeah.
So they don't know. It's like the Dairy Queen in North Glen. Go up there. It's run by some fucking foreigners. They don't know what fucking Dairy Queen is. They looked at the investment chart and they sold them a fucking Dairy Queen. They don't know what it tasted like. They don't know you put the loop in the fucking top. They focus on food now in Dairy Queen. When I was growing up, it was fucking ice
cream. So does Dunkin' Donuts now.
Yeah, it was all braziers. They don't focus on the fucking good stuff. So fuck that. I got no time for that shit. Vicky Pezza, what's crack-a-lackin'?
No, nothing.
Good to have you here tonight. You know I love you. I love girls on here on Wednesday night. Something about women on Wednesdays. We fuck it up in this motherfucker.
Remember Dennis the Menace was the mascot for Dairy Queen?
For Dairy Queen.
That's what I'm thinking of right now.
That's right. No, and Vicky ate a fucking So Kind edible.
Oh, yeah.
I had a whole one. My man Lee Syatt had a half of one. A little bit over.
Give me my credit where it's due.
Those fucking Norcos, they are not working. The edibles I'm eating are stronger than the fucking pills I got from the pharmacy.
Really?
Yeah, serious business.
Well, I mean, like you called me this morning, and I actually missed the call because I woke up for a second at 7 a.m., but I went to bed at like 1, and I slept basically until 10 a.m., just off of a little corner of a gummy.
That thing going. I smoked pot. When I first started smoking pot, I wasn't smoking pot to be cool. I was smoking pot because I realized it killed my insomnia as a young man. And then I knew that for years. It killed my insomnia. After I got locked up and I did without it, I realized how much I needed it. But then I got used to it over the years. But until I get really fucking stoned, I can't fall asleep. Then the edible came in. And that's a sleeping pill without the after effect in the morning.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Which I can't deal with the after effect from a sleeping pill or a Valium. Even though my wife has 1.5s at the house, perfect. Those little Valiums, those Darzepans, 1.5, whatever the fuck they are, 1.5. You pop one of those, you fall asleep, and you stay asleep. Like I popped one last night. I popped 4 of those Norcos and one of those fucking Valiums and 2 of those edibles. I was gone naked. Is that the easiest fucking surgery?
Well, yeah. So
how beautiful was the building? See the sign on it. They built a whole new Jewish center. They don't fuck around. Those Jews don't fuck around and see the sign. That's why I love them. That's my favorite hospital. Went in there, checked in. Lee dropped me off at 5:15 exactly. I went up. They said, sign your name. They said, come on in, do the paper. I gave them $250. They said, go back out there. Somebody would come get you in 10 minutes. Within 8 minutes, some fucking Chinese guy came. What's up? Kim Lou, whatever his name, from Whittier. We walked to the back. He told me, do this, get on the scale, blah, blah, blah. A chick came in, gave me pajamas. Some guy came in, popped an IV in my arm. I fucking thought I was going to faint for like a second. I didn't even feel it after that. After that, the doctor came in. He goes, it was 10 to 7. He goes, I'll be pulling you back in 10, 20, not even 15 minutes. They came at like 7 o'clock, put me back there. They put me on a table. I could see already that they were shooting something into the bag that was making me a little high.
Okay.
Right.
And I was talking to the guy about a movie. We started talking about Being There with Peter Sellers.
Oh my God.
You ever see that
Shirley
movie?
MacLaine?
Fucking, I never seen anything like that in the last 15 years. It just blew me and the guy started talking about it. Next thing you know, I was getting hit in the leg. Dr. Nicola was waking me up going, yo, you're done. I went in there. I put the meniscus together. I shaved the arthritis. You had a tendon that was loose, and I put your blood back in there for it to heal faster. I'll see you in my office on Thursday. I went to recovery, no Filipinos, only one Filipino in recovery, which usually you go to recovery room in America, packed. It's like fucking Chinatown down there. They got goats running around. It's fucking amazing. And then they gave me a turkey sandwich with an apple juice. Terry walked in.
Did they make it the way you like it? A little salt, a little pepper, a
They
little
asked
mayonnaise?
me, what do you want? I said mayonnaise and salt and pepper. They opened it. A little Filipino dude, John. In fact, he called today to ask me how I was.
Aw.
It was tremendous. I was home by 10:30 in the morning. Arthroscopic surgery, knee surgery.
That's crazy.
And do you know what it was like 10 years ago? Like, how did they tell you, like, hey, 10 years ago
I
you
don't
would have been
think
here for
they
a
had
month?
this. I think 10 years ago they had to open you up and go in there and look and then find it and surge it, and then it would be like an hour or two.
Wow.
This is with a light or something. I'm not sure.
Oh, is
I'm
it
not
like
a
the little
doctor.
holes that they do, like the
I only
stomach
got two
surgery
holes.
with?
Yeah, I got
Wow.
2 holes on my knee. That's it. I got a hole on one, so you could still see the magic marker where he. Don't worry, I washed my pussy. I just had to put a baggie around. You can still see the ink on my leg from where he put the fucking thing away to drill.
And are you in pain, or what is it?
No, I'm a little. I knew I can't walk. Like I got up this morning and I was a little gung ho. I go, it doesn't feel too bad because usually the next day it's like if I cut you today, you're not gonna tomorrow morning you're gonna feel that cut. It tightens up and it gets a little sore.
Because last time you had this, like you had your foot up for like weeks. I remember you have an ice pack on your knee. And
were you? Were you around then?
Yeah, on your right knee, right?
Left knee.
Left knee? Okay.
No, I heard it. I heard it that April. I jumped into it too quick.
Okay.
This is what I was getting to. This is a very deceiving injury because this morning I got up, my wife came and she goes, there's no parking spot. I go, I'll take the car for 10 minutes. By the time you're finished, I'll give you the car. I walked down the stairs. I went to the weed store. I parked right in the front of the weed store. I mean, there was nothing. Right in the front. It was 10 o'clock. I walked in, and I got what I had to. On the walk out, I stepped wrong, and I realized this is it. This is how you hurt yourself. When you think you could do something, and you really can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I turned the car around and went home, and I didn't leave the rest of the day. I went on my balcony. I put ice on it every other hour, every hour. I bent it, and I laid down. I took a nap.
That's actually crazy that you said that because, sometimes you'll say stuff and then I'll just see it happen later. Like when I started working out, you said don't run because your knees can't handle it. And I went to the gym yesterday, and this guy was big. He wasn't huge, but he was big, and he had this look on his face like he was just like in horrible pain, and he was like trying to run on the treadmill, but he just couldn't. And I wanted to say like, listen, just do this, but like I didn't feel like it was my place. But like I guess when you don't know what you're doing. He just looked like he was in horrible pain.
It costs $40 to find out what the fuck to do or to go online.
Yeah.
Kettlebells. You cannot walk into a park, buy a 35-pound kettlebells and do swings. You're going to hurt yourself. YouTube has adequate information, but not the little details.
Yeah.
That'll make a difference. How you have to kick your hips. They don't tell you that and whatever. They just show you some guy going like this, having a good fucking time until you pop your knee or your Achilles tendon or whatever the fuck, your back, and you're not having a good time. Anytime I'm going to do something, it costs you $20 to get the right instruction. Whether it's a bench press, whether it's whatever. People will go out of their way. You go to the YMCA, it costs you $40 to get a personal trainer. $40. That means you don't go out drinking one fucking night, and you learn how to do it right, the correct way. Then you read up, and then you experiment on your own, but at least you have the proper technique, and you'll see what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Unless you try it, you don't know how you respond to that particular thing. You might be losing 2 pounds a week on the treadmill, but you might lose 4 on the swim and only have to swim 4 times a week.
Right.
You don't know until you jump in a pool. That's another year from now for you to jump in a pool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is all little fucking steps here with Lee. He's been going to the treadmill doing the same thing for 8 fucking weeks. Your head's gonna blow up pretty soon.
Well, that's why I joined. That's why I joined that kettlebell.
Now you got to go there.
Yeah.
You got to go over there. You got to go over there and say hello. What good is joining? You know, I joined an art school in Michigan. I haven't gone in fucking weeks.
Oh my god.
So now you have to, what's up with you, Vicky Pezza? You work out, you sexy thing? You have a nice body?
I don't work out. Like,
nice
you guys are
little body
talking
and
about
shit.
this app that counts calories, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah, I guess I should, like, pay attention to that. Like, I really...
So you're just one of the lucky people that just is automatically thin?
I guess, because I eat a lot of junk, but, like, I'm thinking, like, today, I'm like, oh, I don't even think I ate anything today.
Oh, that never happened to me.
But on the way home, I'll probably get fast food, and then at some point, I'll go to 7-Eleven and get a cinnamon bun, ice cream. So it's like, I just eat a bunch of crap, but, like, I'll also go hours without. And you know how you're saying, like, when you don't smoke pot, like, you can't sleep? I've, like, stopped smoking pot for, like, a week, and I don't want to eat. I have no appetite.
Yeah.
I have no appetite, and I can't sleep. Like, I need this.
Sometimes
need
when I
to
don't
smoke.
smoke, I don't have it. When I don't eat edibles, I can tell what edibles do to you. Edibles make you hungry late night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kills me when
Fucking late night. And then you try. You're like, you know what? I'll eat 4 apples. And then after the 4 apples, you're like, fuck it. If I have 4 apples and I'm still hungry, then I go for it.
Right.
And so be it. Fuck it.
4 apples?
I ate 3 apples last night. I love apples.
Jesus.
Bananas,
So do I, but
apples,
3 of them?
It's better than fucking eat. If you're still hungry after 2 apples, then I gotta give it to you. Apples expand in your stomach.
Oh, I know. It's just like I would never, like, if I was
Since
you
you started this
tonight,
diet, how many fucking apples have you eaten?
a
Not
few.
one.
No, I have.
Not one.
I every time I go to the grocery store, I get a bag of apples and a thing of bananas, and I'll have it in the morning because I'm not a huge breakfast person. But it's just
It starts your metabolism.
if I know no, but if I was when I have the munchies, like Vicky, when you go home tonight. If I was gonna stop at a drive-through,
Right.
I would get like 3 bags if I had the munchies. I would
Tell
just
them what
order
you get. Tell them what you get. What you told me.
on the munchies.
It was amazing. Tell them
Oh,
what
you get?
if we go to McDonald's after this, what were you
Okay.
gonna get?
Well, this isn't a normal order. So he used to give me at 6 a.m. one of these edibles. So I would go home and I'd go to Jack in the Box because it's open 24 hours. I get like the double cheeseburger and like 2 orders of tacos and something else, and it was terrible. But it's just on the freaking munchies, it all tastes amazing, and it's like a never ending pit. Like, I don't know. I don't know how you eat apples on it.
I try to eat apples at night. Ever since I left Jersey, my big thing in '83 was from the time you start going out. Like when I was a kid, it was Nick's Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
You always went to Nick's Pizza on the way home. You started at Nick's, and on the way home you got 2 slices of Nick and maybe a meatball sub. You split a meatball sub for
How
$2.
great are meatball
Oh my
subs?
God! When you're high, all right. And then as you get older, you have your choice in Jersey.
Right.
And the crew I ran with did not ever think. Like, we had a Wendy's down the corner. Mm-hmm. A friend, a girl that we hung out with in high school, used to work at Burger King. And on Saturdays, that was the thing. If you went to see her, she'd give you tray upon trays of those chicken sandwiches. And that was the only real experience I ever had with fast food. But then we started drinking. And we went to, in Jersey, you have what are called diners. Mm-hmm. And they're open 24 hours and they're run by Greek people. Okay? Jews don't do that shit. Greeks are the only ones to have the balls and the resiliency. And they have the pride to make you this food that is fucking sensational
Amazing.
and keep the prices cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Did they always give you something free too? This Greek guy owned the Sudbury pizza place. Every time you went in there, it was a bag of chips. It was baklava.
My friend,
Yeah,
something. Baklava. I'd rather move it and lose $1. They just have a smart business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was this one diner in particular. It was on Bergenline Avenue on the border of hell and more hell. It was called the Berkshire Diner. And every time you walked into the Berkshire after 3 a.m., you were going to get entertained. But their specialty was the open steak sandwich on toast with steak fries. Lee, I can't describe it to you. 2 pieces of white bread with thin sliced steak, huge, covered with mushrooms and onions.
Oh my
And
God.
then steak fries. But before that, the preemptive was the cream of turkey soup on Wednesday night. Wednesday night, as soon as I picked you up at 8 o'clock, everybody had a smile on their face because they knew.
Cream of turkey?
Cream of turkey with little pieces of turkey in it with crackers in it to hold you over till the steak came. Lee, you have no fucking idea. You have no fucking idea what life is about. This is what I'm telling you. And sometimes the steak came with a hair in it from the waitress or the cook. You just shunned it off. It didn't matter. It was just flavor. Nobody complained.
You would never dream.
No, you would never dream. Excuse me, there's a
complaining.
fingernail in my steak. click it and keep eating that
It was $4.
It was It was $7.99. I mean, it was pricey. This was the real deal. We all went there every fucking night. We hit the Berkshire. We used to hit Route 22. There's diner on Route 22.
Vicky's wearing a diner
yeah,
shirt right
that's
now.
what we live
TikTok
for.
diner.
On the East Coast, you live for diners. But then I moved to a place called Aspen, Colorado. Nothing stays open past 2. Never mind a fucking restaurant.
Same here.
So you have to go get Oscar Mayer, cold cuts, and shit like that.
Right.
And that's when you decide what's important. What are you going to do with your calories? Are you going to waste them on a fucking chicken sandwich from McDonald's? Or are you going to go to Hernandez and get a Cuban sandwich with some black beans and rice? Because in Jersey, we go to a Cuban joint at 3 o'clock and get black beans and rice and some soup. That itself is a sleeping pill.
Yeah.
When you get that type of meal, you sleep hard. When you wake up, you got
That
drool
is
on
so
your
fucking
face.
true.
You got drool on your face. Your fingers smell like fucking pork chops and shit.
I've been craving those plantains for a little bit now.
Oh my God, tremendous. And so now another part of your diet is that one day, even Weight Watchers gives you an extra 35 points. That's why you have those 35 points. So you can indulge in the white rice with the black beans and the pork chunks.
I try. Sometimes I will. Like this Sunday, Paul and I are going to this Asian place. But like it's just,
What kind of Asian place?
I don't know. It's this place in Santa Monica she found. But it just, for me, like,
There's no Asian places up here. They got to be 50 fucking miles away.
there
What's
are.
wrong with this fucking broad? Do you understand?
What?
It's
a good-
So I got to go down the 405, pick you up. Then you got the balls to want to go to fucking Santa Monica. What the fuck did she do? Last week it was crepe class in Santa Monica.
It was fun.
You got 20 fucking colleges up here, but a crepe class at 6 o'clock in Santa Monica.
It was a lot of fun.
How many crepes have you cooked since then?
None.
Okay then.
But it was-
Fuck
it
you
was-
and your fucking crepe
You
class.
ate the crepes. You thought they were good.
No, one was good. The ham and cheese. The other shit you give me, ubats and fucking broccoli and shit.
I
like
give
that.
you a bunch of.
Tell
ham
her
and
to
cheese.
find Chinese restaurants that are closed. What's this Asian thing? Tell
I
me.
don't know. It's
What
a,
fucking?
It's a good like Asian fusion place, but you won't like it because there's too many flags in the kitchen.
I wonder about you sometime. What about the fucking place in Studio City? That's Asian fusion, Chinese.
I don't know. We went on Yelp. We found a place.
Yo, look at these fucking youngsters. Yelp.
Crepe
Unbelievable.
class. I'm hung up on
It
that.
was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Crepe class.
They teach you how to make crepes, like
Yeah.
different varieties.
She's Mexican. She wants to learn how to make crepes. They got the strongest thing in the world, the fucking burrito, and she wants to step out and make fucking crepes.
It was great. It was a lot of
Don't
fun.
listen to this
It was a
fucking
couples
guy.
crepe class, and they taught us how to make the
This
batter.
is what you need.
They taught us how to make the batter, and we made a mushroom
I know how
one.
you make the batter. You suck it out of me. That's the batter right there. All right?
And
That's
then we made a
crepe
ham and cheese, and then they made their own
Fucking
Nutella, and it
creep.
was delicious.
You got to stop this shit. There's French filet mignon right there on Ventura at the
Okay.
Chinese restaurant. That's fusion. The Chinese restaurant with French filet mignon. You got to sell her on that. Santa Monica, that's 80 walking into the fucking door. Over here is $15.95, 2 egg rolls. Everybody goes home and sucky, Mexican style. And then they go home and take care of the fucking dog. That's
That's
it.
still gonna happen, but I don't know.
So you
Sunday
gotta go
night-
all the way to Santa Monica. Like
on the
you're
way
a
to drop her off, yeah.
Unfucking believable. On the way to drop her off, you're taking her to Santa Monica.
Yeah.
So then you're going to eat and go home without fucking and sucking.
Probably. Yeah,
Or you're going to go home and suck and then take it to eat.
No, well, yeah, on the way, yeah. She's coming
Yeah,
on
what? Yeah.
She's coming on Friday. We'll do plenty of the sucking.
And then after you sucky fuck, then you go eat. You nourish her up.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the right
Yeah,
way. That's okay.
That sounds like a good negotiation.
I think you're going to have to go down to Compton, then take her to Santa Monica, and then from Santa Monica back to the Valley.
No.
Then back to the, they should just call you fucking Uber. The fuck? You ain't got time for this shit. You Lee Syatt, I need you fresh.
I know. Oh my goodness. I'm already feeling a little
I know
high.
you're fucked up. That's why I'm fucking with you. You see what I got to deal with?
Oh
A
man.
little Jew, I love him. I love him like a little brother, but he's got to stop this shit. Every Friday, he comes up with a new invention, and he's like, okay. I got to
I like
toughen you
crepe
up.
class.
I got to toughen you. What?
I enjoyed crepe class.
This is what I got to deal with. You understand me? He likes crepe class.
Here's something like that I think is kind of lame, but like I kind of wanted to do, like in a couple's way, like your crepe class per se.
Did you
Yeah.
give her a stabbing after crepe class?
Of course.
You did? Don't lie to me.
Yeah.
Did you take her to Zumba yet?
Not yet. She hasn't stayed over for a while.
She what?
She hasn't stayed over for a
What's
while.
on? When is Zumba class?
They have some during the week. I don't know if they have them on weekends. I'll have to check.
Friday at 6.
Okay, I didn't
Instead
know.
of going to fucking
Yeah,
Santa
but-
Monica, take a look. You take them to Zumba class, you sweaty her up. You take her home, that monkey is nice and zoomed out. It's got that little Mexican yam to it. You sniff that motherfucker, it's all over. That's your Chinese
God, she
food,
doesn't
right?
listen.
She has to listen. You gotta tell her these things. You have to explain to her, listen, honey, forget the Chinese class. Why? What happened? Listen, there's a Zumba class. I want you to go and Zumba your fucking heart out. And then we're gonna come home and I don't want you to even water. I'm gonna eat that fucking Zumba.
Well, this Saturday we're going to jump up and down with the Israelis that you like so much.
All right, after that, are you gonna take some ecstasy?
No, I'm not going to take ecstasy,
How
no.
about give her a half a head? Get it going. You hug her.
Because I've never taken ecstasy. I
So
might have a little bit of an edible.
Why don't you take a little ecstasy? Just split the white lightning I got. Take one and get it off my hands, please. Just sit
Because I don't need to be on ecstasy.
So
I have
you
enough
do.
problems.
You're gonna go jump up and down with the Israelis. You
Yeah.
want to prove yourself. You see what I got to deal? 26
never-
years
What
old.
were you going to say about the couples thing you want to do?
Oh, the lame couples thing. Okay, so my husband and I went to like a chili cook-off, and I was thinking like, because Tom's River used to always have
Yeah,
one, so
good one,
we
good
we
one.
found one, and we're like, oh, we should go for fun, and like fucking nobody was there. It was in Santa Paula. It was
Yeah.
like so dead.
You
There's
can
only
go
like
eat chili.
9 chilies.
Got gluten in it.
So I'm like, yeah, right. Oh, God forbid somebody
Yeah.
eat something good. So I'm like, yo, what if over the course of the year we come up with a chili and we enter this fucking chili cook-off, which is totally out of character for us to do, and we never cook. And we don't know how to. I don't have a chili recipe, but it was just like I'm hanging out there, and I'm like, there's only 9 people here. We can make
You
a
can
chili.
figure it out.
Maybe we could win. Maybe I could have an awesome tent set up. So, is that better or worse than crepe class?
That's better than crepe class.
Okay.
Why? You said it's her?
Because you're never gonna eat a fucking crepe again. You're
Yes,
an
well,
American
yes, I got.
Everybody eats fucking chili, okay? Everybody eats fucking chili.
Everybody
Chili
eats
I can
crepes.
see. Next time, find a chili class in Sherman Oaks, all right?
That's gonna be
You're
popular.
drive 2 hours down there to fucking do a crepe.
That's a real popular couples class. You have
What's
to
that?
get the guys, get everyone farting.
I go to fucking couples class. I go to yoga. That's how I got. That's how I knocked my wife
yeah,
up.
but you don't need chili. You don't need chili
yes,
before. Not with a couple.
No, but that's what you do afterward. You eat some fucking. What if you ate that pussy and little farts of chili come out of her
That's
ass? while you're getting
terrible.
it? No, you inhale that motherfucker like a soldier. You don't say it. You just farted a bean in my face. You fucking tell it smelled tremendous, honey. What? Nothing. Chili crepes.
Let's get your wife on the phone.
Fuck, leave my wife at home. She's putting that other Tarzan to sleep. I got a Tarzan for a fucking daughter today. She jumped on my leg 18 fucking times.
Oh no.
All she needed was to yell. It's a good night. I feel good. The edibles are popping. Any minute now, Lee's head's gonna start to get red. And
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Oh yay! I'm just so excited. Your knee's good because when I saw you call me this morning, I was like I don't know why it like made me nervous. I was like, hello, and when you're like, do you want to come down tonight? I'm like, didn't you literally just have surgery? Like, didn't that just happen? So I think it's a great night.
No, this is what happened. I'm gonna be as honest as I can with you. Nobody likes to have surgery. It's an uncomfortable situation, but it's more uncomfortable in your mind.
Yeah.
When I took the fat ball out of my neck in 2007, that was the worst surgery in the world, but it really wasn't. I was in and out of there. The problem was what I had created in my head before I went into that surgery.
Right.
I've never been involved in things like this, guys. Most people get stitches when they're a kid, or something happens. Knock on wood, I never had a reason to go to surgery. The knee surgery, the first one, I was a little scared. I asked around. Again, it was painless. At the end of the day, I didn't faint. This one, I went in with such an easy attitude. We were giggling on the way down.
Yeah.
So I went in there with an easy attitude. We did a podcast Monday night. I didn't think about it.
Right.
When you think about it, you sit there and dwell on something. So 3 or 4 days leading up to it, I wouldn't think about it. You ever break up with somebody, you ever get your feelings hurt, and you love that person, you go to a bar and you find yourself having a good time. But throughout the weeks, you're like, my God, I didn't think about it for 4 hours. Oh my God, I didn't think about it for 6 hours. It's the same thing with surgery, or anything. You have to go to court. You have to go get a cancer thing. It's what you make it in your head before you get down there.
Yeah.
And I really, thanks to Lee, we didn't do it. We did the podcast Monday. I was unconscious. How long would we stay here till 10:30? 11.
Yeah.
We left here fucked up. So thanks to Lee to take my mind off. He showed up at 4 o'clock when I first called him in the morning to wake him up. He goes, I'm still fucking high on that edible. So he made me laugh. He doesn't understand what he did. So
Right.
now
I was still high when I got home at 6 in the morning. I made a turkey sandwich because I was still fucked up. I was like, I'm high as shit.
So that's what it really is. It's what you make of it in your mind, how you go into it. And even when my wife got there, she goes, Joey, I got to tell you something. What happened? And I go, she goes, you're not even stressed. And I go,
Yeah.
what can I do? There's nothing I could do. There's nothing you could do. It's like when you take a flight. I see people all the time at the airlines having a bad time before they get on the plane. I can't believe this is happening. Take an edible. Sit back. It's 5 hours. The fucking pilot can't get there any faster. Bring a book, bring a computer, bring an iPod, bring everything that takes you away for 40 minutes. And
You know what to expect at this point.
You know, you really do.
Right.
You do a movie, the first time you do a movie, Lee, you will hate yourself. The first time Scorsese calls you and says, Lee Syatt, I got 3 days on a movie for you. Come in tomorrow at 7. And at 3 o'clock, nobody's talking to you. They come in to go, Lee, lunch. And you go eat lunch, and now you're like, and you ask me, when am I going to shoot? I don't know, you're last up. And you're sitting there asking yourself, why did I do this? Why did they do this to me? They could have just called me in at 1. You don't want that feeling? Bring a book, an iPod, a computer, movies. All those trailers have DVDs in them. I used to bring movies, weed, and you know what? They're paying you to sit there. I've been on sets with actors, comedians especially. I got a plane to cat. Nobody cares, bro. You should have taken this gig.
There's 200 other people that are doing their job, and that's how long it's going to take.
And that's how long it takes. So the easier. When I first got basketball, oh my God. That was the first thing I ever booked in this town.
Oh, wow.
And I had one line, and they gave me 14 days or something. It was something ridiculous, 2 or 3 weeks at $5,500 a week. And I would go there and tap my fingers with nothing, no book, no nothing, just me with my sneakers and clothes on. And I didn't even think I had a cell phone. I had a pager. And I would just sit in this room and go, and then Jenny McCarthy came on, and she would work out. And I would wait till she'd work out so hard that the pussy sweat would come out in those black pants. And once that fucking whack came out of her monkey, I'd run into that trailer and whack off and look out the window like Mike Damone and Fast Times in Ridgemont High. And that was it. That was when I was upset, and that's what it was. Then the more shit I did, I met people who wouldn't even stress. And I go, why aren't you stressing? I'm reading a book. I'm writing a script. So it's what you go into this shit with. What kind of mind you go into this. How many times have I had Lee's in my body? I'll call Lee and say, I don't want to do this. This blows. And I'll call him up and go, it was pretty painless. It was great. I went in with a bad attitude, but you came out with a good attitude. So,
what are you going to do?
I don't know. Eat another edible. You in?
No.
You want to celebrate my knee surgery?
I'm celebrating right now.
You want to eat an animal tranquilizer?
No.
Oh, my God.
What kind of animal?
Like a bear? I think it's a bear, a little baby bear. So you'll only be high for like 12 hours.
Oh, good. Only 12 hours.
You'll be high to tomorrow night.
Lee, it's a baby bear.
It's a baby bear.
Why do they need to tranquilize a baby bear?
Maybe he wants to jump out a window and steal your honey. I don't fucking know.
Oh, my God.
Maybe he wants to go to Santa Monica and eat fusion Chinese food. I have no fucking idea. You know what I'm saying?
I can't tell you anything.
You kill me. You kill me with this shit. She wants to go down there. Who's the Captain Kirk of this enterprise? Lee Syatt.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You gotta tell her I'm the Captain Kirk. I'm not getting in my car at 6 o'clock and driving against the fucking flow here so we can hang out with Chinese people. We could do that in Sherman Oaks. Right or wrong? Am I lying here?
Well,
I gotta get in my fucking car at 6 o'clock and drive against the thing to go hang out with Puerto Rican Chinese people. Some of them have Scotch
Chinos,
tape.
yeah.
Chinos.
I envy though that feeling of like
he loves to drive.
You don't, like you're like, what's the big deal? Like, because to me it's like,
well, no, I wouldn't.
What time is your reservation?
It's not a reservation, please.
What time are you going down there?
We're gonna go there Sunday night. I don't know.
Oh, Sunday night.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not gonna go down there Friday.
I thought that's what you were saying.
No, I'm not an idiot.
Okay, that deducts like an hour off of the.
Oh God, I used to.
Okay.
What are you doing on Friday night?
She's coming up here after school, and then we'll just hang out.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh no.
And then take it to the Green Onion.
Okay.
Give her the fucking French.
You love that filet mignon.
That's all I eat. That's all they got. It's Chinese food that sucks. It's supposed to be New York style Chinese food.
Oh.
And everything you get, they don't have the peas and the strip and lobster sauce. They have garlic pork fried rice, which isn't bad. They really try that. The egg roll is not. It's a 4. It's not a New York egg roll, but it's a 4 if you're gonna name it a New York egg. It's thick and it always blows up. Chan's don't blow up. Chan's egg roll don't fucking blow up.
Oh, they're already hitting me for when you're going to Gotham. This guy wrote to me, he's like, we're going to Chan's before. I hope you're coming.
It's just funny. George called me this morning. He's like, listen, man, I really got to tell you, there's this Cuban place in Jersey City my attorney owns, and she really wants to throw a party. If I could, George, stop her right now. They want to go to Chan's, George. No one wants to eat fucking Cuban food. They want to go to Chan's Dragon. If I don't go to Chan's Dragon, it's not the same. Because Chance Dragon ain't gonna do shit for us. They don't care whether we go or not. George is like, I try to talk to the guy, and the guy, I go, Chance, they've been there for 30 years. They could care less what the fuck you do. So we're going to Chance Dragon and this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing the Gotham show on Thursday night, the real Gotham thing.
I don't know what that is.
It's like I don't know, ATVX, a show.
Oh, a TV show. Oh, yeah, Miss Pat was on that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, and that's it, really. That's it. It's just a fast fucking trip. 11:45 shows.
Can't wait.
Oh, man.
So do you like it out here, Vicky?
Yeah, I kind of do.
How long have you been out here, Vicky?
In October, it'll be 7 years. So it feels like forever. You know?
One day you were in Jersey and said, I'm getting up and moving to LA.
Yeah, it was within 10 months of deciding. I was like, all right, by the end of it. Because, like, I lived with my husband, but he was, you know, my boyfriend at the time or my fiance. So it's like, all right, instead of having a wedding, me and you will just go to Jamaica. We'll get married. We'll save all our money. And money, instead of spending it on a wedding, we moved to Los Angeles.
Beautiful.
And that's what we did within 10 months. I was like bartending, maybe selling pot, allegedly. But
They can't prove it.
whatever, by any means necessary, we got here. You know what I mean? And
So many people don't do that. I have so many friends who said, in 2 years I'm moving to California. Like,
Yeah.
2 years? What? Just do it now.
oh my God.
It's amazing when people tell me that. It drives me fucking nuts. The conversation ends.
In 2017
Yeah.
I'm moving.
The conversation ends for me when somebody says, yeah, I'm going to move to LA in 3 years. What's going to be different in 3 years?
Right.
And I want to get into the conversation with them, but right away I'll get inflammatory, so I just don't leave it alone. I've always hated that. I'm going to get married in June of 2017. I don't see it, guys.
Right.
I don't fucking see it. It just doesn't make sense.
Right.
I
Just
don't
do
see
it. Do
Just
it.
do it. Just
yeah.
do it.
We're
This is
very
this is-
impulsive, too.
You know, I called I went to do something one day, and I just had these weird feelings. You ever have weird feelings when you're with somebody for a while? You kind of know what they're thinking,
Yeah.
the mood she was in. And one day I went and talked to somebody, and in the talk that I had with a friend of mine, he was like, you should really marry Terry. And I got in my car, started it, and I drove from wherever he lives, Los Feliz. And on the 5, I decided I'm going to marry Terry. This had to be the first week of September. And I called her up at work, and I go, you know what? We've been together 9 years. It's time we got married. Wow. And she was like, what do you think? And I said, I don't know, maybe Thanksgiving. And we were going to get married in Tennessee, but they wanted a blood test. I don't love you that much. I don't love you that much.
Over the blood test?
Fuck you. Fuck you. A blood test ain't got nothing to do with marriage or love. Jesus
man.
wouldn't give you a blood test.
You know what? We didn't get one.
Yeah, so we ended up getting married here. I proposed to her on the phone in September, and we got married the day before Thanksgiving. 2 months later.
So a Wednesday?
On a Wednesday, so everybody could go. Why get married on a Saturday? Every fucking moron does that.
Yeah.
Every fucking moron does that, and they can't go. Comics can't go on weddings on Saturday. We want to do something completely different, man. I don't understand people who do things, and I got to stop what the fuck I'm doing for them. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't not like that at all.
Right.
I don't like that shit at all. You know, you live here. We grow up here. We eat dinner here, and all of a sudden I get an invitation that you're getting married in Boston. Why?
Right,
Because your mother, I don't give a fuck about your mother. Well, then I'll go, but it's your plane ticket.
Right.
You gotta buy for the plane ticket. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, when you're
Your
planning-
situation's
yeah.
different. Your friend lives in Boston.
Well, he lives in Boston.
Right.
But he's my best friend from high school, and I love him, and I'm gonna do it. But he doesn't listen to it. It won't matter.
Okay.
He lives in Boston. The girlfriend lives in Boston. Both families live in Boston.
Okay.
They decided to get married in Vermont on a Sunday.
What?
So
Okay.
now, and it's like a 3 or 4 hour drive from Boston. So now I'm taking like a connection to Vermont, and it's on a Sunday. So now I have to take the 6 a.m. flight back on a Monday, and I'm like, oh, and I can't even. I don't know who gets married on Sundays or.
Yeah.
I don't like
No.
people who make plans to make me uncomfortable. You know, my brother just called my friend, who's my brother, called me. He goes, I'll be out there next year in Orange County for my stepbrother's wedding. I go, why would you do that? I put $200 in that fucking envelope. Send him,
Yeah.
You know, this guy is a piece of shit for starters. Number two, you don't have the money.
Yeah.
You don't have the, that's $2,000 to go down there.
Yeah.
For a hotel. For what? For this fucking schmuck? You put $200. You don't lose face. You never
Yeah,
lose face.
right.
You put a deuce in an envelope. Listen, I didn't want to do that to people. I live in L.A. I
Right.
didn't want to get married in Tennessee. People like get married in Tennessee. She knew it would be a boarding fest in Tennessee. Our friends wouldn't be there.
Mm-hmm.
We got married at the church on Wilshire, and then we had the party at the Hollywood Bowl. They have a little house in the Hollywood Bowl. And,
wow.
Red Band and all those guys came, and we stood outside and smoked pot. And my wife made a wedding cake, and we got food from El Cochinito. We got pastrami from Langer's. We don't fuck around, dog. We got Cuban food from appetizers, and that was it. Nobody got that feeling. Nobody had to leave town.
Right.
You know, I've gotten invitations living in L.A. to marriages in Mexico on New Year's Day. I remember calling her and going, is this a joke? And no, it's our dream. Listen, do me a favor. Go fuck yourself. And three people wouldn't go to weddings. This girl never spoke to me again.
Really?
We were dear friends. And I told him, I go, listen, dog, we do coke and El Compadre, and we drink in El Compadre. Now, all of a sudden, you're getting married New Year's Day in Mexico? That's the day people are the most broke.
Yeah.
That's the day people are the most broke. But you're that special. You're that special. Your pussy and your fake tits. Unless you're sucking my dick after you fucking suck your husband's dick, I'm not going to your fucking wedding in Mexico on the 1st. I don't care how special you think you are. You get fucking married, we all break bread.
It's rude.
It's rude.
It's rude.
You're making me, all right, I'll go to Jamaica, Lee, but you're paying for the plane ticket and the hotel.
Yeah.
I'll put a nickel in the envelope and I'll pay for my tux and the meals and the whole thing. I had another wedding invite about a year ago that you had to go to Jamaica for a week with these people. We wanted to be
that's fucking insane.
That's fucking insane.
The whole idea of going to, for us at least, was so nobody would go. It wasn't even on the table. No invitation.
I love it.
It's just our parents just don't have money like that. You know what I mean?
Fuck it. No, why are you stressing people? I'm going to take a loan to get married. So the wedding is... Let me tell you something. If I go to your wedding in Mexico and you break up, I'm going to sue you.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm going to sue you for the fucking plane ticket. I'm suing you for the fucking cost of the hotel.
Yeah.
I'm suing you. So before you get me involved like that, don't invite me to your piece of shit fucking wedding.
Don't make us all go to your honeymoon.
Fucking
basically.
idiots. Get the fuck. I got that invitation. 2 invitations. I actually called the people up and asked them, who the fuck do they think? And the one guy was like, bro, my wife. I don't give a fuck about your wife. This is the shit you have to say.
Yeah.
This is the shit you say. Time out, dog. I got bad news for you. I run here. My business, I break bread right here in this neighborhood. This is where I break my bread. This is it, or this is it. We ain't going here. We ain't going, and they'll look at you and they'll be depressed for 3 days and they'll get over it. But unless, okay, we'll get married where you want to, but my friends, you have to flip the plane ticket. What are you talking about? I've been to weddings. I don't give a fuck. I can't do that to my friends.
Yeah.
I would never, ever do that to my friend. Guess what? I'm getting married in Houston, Texas, at the Pavilion. And there's some asshole couples that are like, we'll make a plan of it, a day of it. Fuck you. Don't support that shit. Don't encourage that shit. Tell them to go fuck themselves. You snort coke here in L.A., this is where you fucking get married. You get fucking married somewhere else because, we want to see the rocks. There was a lady I used to know here in town, a real fucking cunt, the publicist. And I looked at her wedding pictures, and she made everybody go to Hawaii and dress in white. And they put a little circle on the floor and burnt it like fake fucking people that they are. Because only fakes do that. When you have to celebrate your love and hold people and take pictures and let people know how much you love them, there's nothing there. You're faking the funk. You don't have to yell at people, oh, this is my love, and profess your love and write a poem at your wedding. Stop it!
You didn't write your own vows?
No!
It's making everyone uncomfortable.
No, for 2,000 years, people get mad. I gotta write my own. Who the fuck am I to write my own vows? You love her? Yeah. You gonna take care of her when shit gets deep? Yeah. Okay, that's it. How about you? No, because it's miraculous. They write a bunch of words and 22 amazings.
I would love for you to officiate a wedding. You'd be out of there in 6 minutes.
Oh, my God.
6 minutes. Wasting these people's time. Wasting these people's time in July. These motherfuckers that get married on a Saturday during college football. You got some pair of fucking balls. You got some fucking pair of balls.
They're here. They have an envelope. Get them to the open bar.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's what's happening.
Get them to
there better be an open bar. Oh, and then the other thing, and it doesn't matter. So they're getting married in Vermont at the ski resort thing. You want that? Okay. It's like the hotel rooms they got are like $700 for the weekend.
No.
So now,
Please send an envelope.
No, I have to go now. But
no, send an envelope. Tell them it's over. Take the ticket and come to New York with me. Forget it.
Oh,
Take the
yeah.
same ticket and come to New York. You're gonna go to
Yeah.
fucking some wedding with some schmuck on a Sunday, $700 a night for a hotel.
No, my
$700
mom
a night.
is going too because we're family friends, and we found a Best Western like
Send
half
your
an hour
mom.
away.
Send your mom like Tom Hayden. Remember Tom Hayden and the Goodfellas and the Godfather? They sent him to all the events.
Oh yeah, consigliere.
Yeah, send your mom. Send your mom with an envelope. Fuck you.
Nah, I love him and I'm gonna do it. But yeah, I know it's like kind of cool, like you with Terry, and it sounds like you and your husband are cool. But it's like, and luckily Paul is cool. Like there's some girls who, if you proposed to over the phone, probably would have said no. Like it's kind of rare to find that.
It's 9 years. She's already sucked dick. I've already eaten pussy. What's the drama? What's the suspense? Why all the bullshit?
Yeah, but you didn't have pigeons. And
What
you
have
didn't go
you
to Central Park.
fucking done? And fucking, I gotta get on my knee and call your fucking fat fucking father and waste his time. Fuck you. I did call her father and say, I'm marrying your daughter.
Right.
I didn't ask him for his hand in marriage. I called him like a man and said, I love your daughter. I've been with her for 7 years. I think it's time we get married and you get it together. I'm Cuban. I'm slinging dick. You're giving out bubblegum. Take it or leave it. That's it. I don't have fucking time for. That's all bullshit, man.
Yeah. Well, are your parents still around, Vicky? Are your parents still around?
Oh yeah.
Were they upset? Because if I eloped, my mom would murder me.
No, I mean, well,
It's not an elopement. It was a different way of getting married.
Yeah, it was like this. It's like we met each other. It was so quick for how
really?
long we've been together. Oh yeah, like irrationally so almost. Like we our first date, we had sex on our first date. Then a few months he was staying over my house all the time. Then a few months later we moved in together. So we already were sharing a bank account. Then he proposed. We were doing the math. We went to a few places. We went to, like when you go to like the Quality Inn or a Ramada Inn, they have a ballroom. It's like, all right, what is it per person? We did the math. We don't have the money. It's insane. If you want to have a wedding with like 100 people at a place like that, and then we're not really even religious, so it's like, do we go to a church or what do we? Right away, family members too, being like, oh, who's going to be in the wedding party? Who's going to be matched up with who? Right? Don't seat us with these people. Talking about seating arrangements.
Oh, I know.
When I have a ring on my finger for maybe a week.
Yeah, fuck you.
It's just like, you know what? I think it was under $5,000, 10 days in Jamaica, all expenses paid. Just alcohol, airfare, everything. The wedding included, fucking cake.
That sounds like I might have to get that number from you. That
Huge
sounds
fucking
like a lot of
cake
fun.
and 2 people, sandals, Montego
wow.
Bay.
That sounds
Do it.
awesome.
You asked Terry. I think Terry spent $2,000 on our wedding, including the rings and everything.
Wow.
Perfect.
She didn't believe in it either. She was like, we talked about it, what we want to do. Let me tell you a little story. I went to prison and I got out and I was dating this girl. Before I did my crime, her and I were on the splits. Mm-hmm. She was with me for 6 years, so she felt, I've been this long, let me stick it out with him in prison, which was very nice. She took care of my finances. I left money, and she paid my rent, and she paid my bills and all that shit. I got out. I was clean and sober from the coke. I fucked her outside one day, and I knocked her up. My Catholic side proposed to her. I asked her dad. She did all that shit. I'd say, listen, I'm in a halfway house, and I work 80 hours a week. I'm just going to give you envelopes. You tell me what you need. But then it became, bling, Joe Diaz, line 2. I got 4 customers. Hello. Listen, I'm at the store, and the chair people need a color by tonight. Really? We're getting married, man. What's a color on a chair? Got to do with it. I don't want that conversation ever in my life.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I don't want the conversation of, hey, you can't put this guy at a table with this guy. I don't want that conversation. We're getting married.
Right.
Marriage in this country has become something else. It's become a Jones thing.
Absolutely.
This is how we love each other. Mm-hmm. And all those weddings, they last guts. Mm-hmm. And my wife at the time was one of those people. We got married at a church. And then
first wife.
The first wife. And then we had a party at a hotel, a nice hotel. I forget what it was. But here's the beauty of it. My gorilla friends came from Jersey. And I told my wife, we live in Boulder. And in those days, the biggest game of national football was Boulder against Nebraska.
Okay.
We got married that Saturday.
Oh no.
My gorilla buddies came. First of all, the best man was too coked up. The priest came over to me and goes, he's got rings around his nose. So Georgie had to stand in for him. Okay? We went back to the hotel, and these guys were like, where's the bar? And they're like, we closed the bar for renovations. My friend's like, where's the TV with the game? And they're like, there's no TV. You ready for this one? My friends gave the fucking guy at the hotel $50 an extension cord, and they rented a room, took the TV out of the room, put the extension cord, and put the TV at their table.
Those are smart friends.
Do you know what my wife, that poor girl, was? She had never seen anything like that in her life. Her parents, these guys, and that's the difference, okay? And that's why you don't waste people's time on a Saturday.
Super Bowl
With
Sunday.
your fucking love. Love don't give a fuck. People don't give a fuck about love when Colorado's playing Nebraska. And let me tell you something. She talked about it at the divorce.
What? Are you
That's
serious?
how much it bothered her that. But let me tell you what else I realized that night. That after all the bullshit and all the dancing and the cake, and this is a true story, and I'm telling you people on the podcast that I was in a halfway house, and I was part of community corrections, which let me leave the state for 72 hours. So we left on a Saturday night after the wedding, and I had to be back Tuesday. So I knew I had time to snort. And that was part of why I went to San Francisco for the honeymoon. I also went to catch the Yankees against the Oakland A's when Canseco and McGuire played for Oakland.
Whoa.
Okay, I went to see that game. And I had her also go see the Giants against the Niners on Monday Night Football when Montana was making a comeback. I mean, I planned this whole honeymoon for me to go watch sports because I didn't really give a fuck about a honeymoon. And I'll never forget that on the plane, I looked at her and I couldn't believe I had gotten married, guys. Like on the plane was where I looked at her and I go, this was a waste of my fucking time.
Oh my God.
And I'm saying this to the podcast people to just let you know how life works. Like in that airplane on the honeymoon was where I realized I didn't love her. I had made a mistake.
Oh my God.
This was a fucking nightmare. We went back to the room. She was pregnant. So it's not like I tied her up and lit her pussy on fire. We went back to the room and she was tired. She passed out. I took the rental car and found one of my old drug dealer friends and bought an 8-ball at 12 o'clock at night and snorted the whole thing by 7.
Oh my God.
Went back to the hotel room, laid next to her. She woke up and she did not know I was gone the whole night. That was my honeymoon night, guys. That's why the wedding didn't fucking work or last.
Yeah.
That's the truth. I never told that story, but all
That's
that love and
unbelievable.
all
It's
that
amazing.
bullshit and all those plans and the color of it didn't matter because there was no love.
Do you think at that, like, let's say you were gonna have a wedding and Terry didn't she wanted to have it at a big place. For somewhat, don't you think like maybe it's not the right person if like you need something big like that? I mean, maybe a couple would like it, but
there's things telling about the wedding plans.
right?
You mean,
or just like
the chairs should have been a red flag.
Like if they got mad that if your wife got mad that you didn't care about the chair color, like then it's just not gonna work out.
Listen, man. Anybody who's gonna say yes to me knows I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. I never have and I never will. We're getting married.
Right.
Why are we going away from getting married? Why are we worried about this or the colors of the pigeons or the band? I don't want to worry about any of that shit. I want to worry about our day. It's our day. It's got nothing to do with nothing else. But people have turned it into this $20,000, $30,000 investment.
It's out of
Can't
control.
be. And you got to tell these bitches right out when they talk about pigeons and shit. Come here for a second. Didn't some guy fuck you in the ass for 3 years in college? What pigeons are you talking about? What pigeons are you talking about? You really saw fucking pigeons.
It's so
And
funny.
if you're not honest with that with people, it's not going to work out for you.
Yeah.
Because you're going to always have to be, they're going to hit you with these extravaganzas all the time in their life.
Like, you know what I wore? I wore a dress that I got at Macy's that I really liked. It was like purple with like polka dots on it, a long dress. I didn't even get a wedding dress. Why spend $1,200?
I'm going to get a white dress, but you were blown guys when you were a sophomore.
Right,
You're going to get a white dress, but you were blown guys behind the football stadium when you were a sophomore in high school.
It's crazy.
And
It's
how much did you
crazy
guys
to
spend
me.
on the rings? Because I mean, I heard you're supposed to spend like 3 months'
Okay,
salary, or like.
Lee, I'm so glad you asked. Okay.
That's a nice ring.
This and these are nice rings, right? Fake. They're not real diamonds. That would be insane. This is my message for women or anyone getting engaged. If you want that ring that's $20,000, $30,000, you have to understand you're marrying this person. That money's your money. Would you ever buy a fucking ring for 20 or 30 grand? That's crazy.
That's a good point of shared money. Because, like, part of it, because I've been thinking, I'm nowhere near doing it. It's only been a year. But it's just like, you look at it online. I shouldn't have even done it, but I looked online just to see what the prices were. Because part of me is like, I don't want to be embarrassed like getting the smallest one. It looks like you're going to have to spend like $4,000 or $5,000 for her ring. And I'm like, gee, and it's scary. And that's honestly why I'm a huge kid person. I love little kids. I think they're really cute. But the older I get, I read an article that it costs, even before college, $250,000 just from 0 to 18 to raise a kid.
Yeah.
And that's without private school. That's without college. It's like, fuck.
That's what you're going to spend.
I could use $250,000.
That's what you're going to spend in McDonald's in 20 years.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's
half to it.
So
I think don't look at that shit. That's all bullshit. When you consider your child, there's no value on your child. If you're a real human being, when you think about your child and you look at your child, you'll go without. So your child has.
Oh, I know that.
So fuck all those articles. Those are fucking Gentiles. Who adds that shit up? This is what I spent on my son last year because you're a fucking cheap cunt. There's no price value on your kid for you to make your kid the best he could be.
Right.
You want more for your child, so don't buy those articles.
Right.
Those articles are for fucking the same people go, well, we're going to get married in 2015 and then we're going to have children in 2018. Really? Go fuck yourself. Children come when they come.
Right.
That's the beauty of a child. A woman coming in and going, honey, you knocked me up. Not that we're not going to fuck with a condom and I can't come in you till 2018. Those are those people who figure out budgets. And, this is our budget. What fucking budget? What fucking budget are you talking about? Budget. Oh, this is our budget. You look at a girl's hand, you look at her, you have a nice woman. Paula's a sweetheart and a half. You're going to get her a nice ring. You're not going to get her a fucking $20,000
right.
for
No,
what?
I can't imagine.
For
right.
what? When she becomes a big-time attorney, she'll buy herself a nice fucking big ring. You buy a ring with her dough. Yeah, then.
I mean,
but right now, that's what the problem we got,
I don't know if you want to discuss it beforehand or not, or if you would just spring it on her. But
well, she's told me what she likes, like with a style a little bit. But I don't know. I mean, it's just because a lot of my friends are starting to get married, and it's scary, and it's just I can't. Like, the girls put the pictures on Facebook now because they want to brag.
Yeah.
But, like, some of them are just, like, you can't even see the thing in it. And I'm like, that's kind of embarrassing for the guy a little bit. But
again,
it really
it's
shouldn't be.
not about that.
It should be just about love. But now it's like how it's all bragging.
Listen, at the end of the week, it's your fucking field.
Right.
This life is
Up to
your
you.
fucking field. This life is your field. Why do it like everybody else? I hate the fucking Joneses. I hate that they exist for people who don't know. I loved when I was doing the longest yard.
Yeah.
And I went to do 80 yard one day. And everybody pulled up a Mercedes and Porsches and all these things. And I pulled up with a beat up Corolla. I was a bad motherfucker in that movie. I didn't need a Porsche or Mercedes. You follow me? But for some people, they need that to speak about themselves. It's the same thing with a ring. It's the same thing with all that shit. If you train them now and you explain to them, this is my love, this is what I can afford, this is what you're fucking getting, they know. It's a state of mind. All that shit's a state of mind, man.
Yeah.
All that shit's a state of mind for a wedding. There's what we're doing. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, but you can get like a small like real diamond, or you could get like a big gaudy thing that's fake. Like for me, like this wasn't discussed. It wasn't like let's plan my engagement ring thing. This got sprung on me, But this is exactly what I would have wanted. Yeah.
Let's say the guy was real slick and gave me a Cuban zirconium. You would have never known anyway.
Right, exactly.
You would have known anyway. In 3 years from now, he'll go, let me take it to get cleaned. He gives it back to me. He goes, you know what? About a year ago, it's a Cuban zirconium. They must have replaced the ring, and you got 3 years to buy a real fucking ring. Don't be so fucking stupid all your life.
That totally
You get
happened.
lessons
I
here from
swear.
Uncle Joe.
It's so funny.
You get how many women I gave Cuban zirconiums at 3 in the morning that sucked my dick in Miami?
Really?
You think I'm kidding
You used to give out Cuban zirconia
I used
rings?
to buy them for $29 at Kmart. In Michigan, you buy 2 of them. You have them in your luggage. Some chick's giving you a hard time. You need a closer. You pop a little fucking fake Cuban zirconia at 3 in the morning.
That's hysterical.
There's nothing that closes a deal like a fake fucking ring at 3 in the morning. They'll do something. They'll show you a dick. Something.
Yeah.
I think I hated it. I knew as a 21-year-old that weddings were just bullshit. I fucking went to 2 or 3 of them young, and I was like, I'm never going to them again. That's why as soon as I became a comedian, whether I'm working or not, do not send me a wedding invite. Do not, because I'm going to be working that weekend.
Yeah.
I'm always working. When a comic comes up to me and says, and sings me a song and a dance about how bad he's doing, and I go to him, what are you doing this weekend? He goes, well, I'm going to my sister's wedding. The conversation's null and void in my head. You're a comic. You work weekends. On the weekends is what you do. You want to go to D.C. for your sister's wedding and do spots around the wedding, and that's what we do.
Right,
but
right.
you can't cry if you're going to weddings on the weekend.
Yeah.
You can't cry,
How do you think that all started though? Like the peer pressure, not even from anyone in general. Like just like to go out to like a French restaurant on like Valentine's Day, to do all this stuff that costs money. Like I feel the pressure, and it's now I'm in a cool relationship and she doesn't care, but it's I wonder where that comes from, because it's
some asshole.
It just started.
Some fucking jerk off.
Yeah.
Some fucking jerk off, and then they set the bar, and some girls told other girls, and now that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Anybody knows if you go to a restaurant on Valentine's Day, it's a fucking nightmare.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
And you got people sitting next to you, fake roses and shit. You don't go out. You take it out the night before Valentine's Day on Monday night.
Yeah.
Or whatever. It doesn't. All this shit to prove your love, I've never seen it. My friendship and my love is proved to you on a daily basis.
Yeah.
I don't need a fucking specific day to tell you I love you, or my wife understands me. I'm a fucking animal. I love you, but that doesn't mean I gotta celebrate it and tell the world. I once asked a friend of mine that's a producer in a movie. He had done The Last Samurai, with Tom Cruise.
Wow, yeah,
and he
yeah.
was dating Penelope Cruz at the time. And I said to him off color, I said, "Hey Jason, do you think Tom Cruise is gay?" And he goes, "Absolutely." I go, "Well, why?" And he goes, "Because he made a big deal about his girlfriend showing up. No guy does that.
Right.
No
Yeah.
guy makes a big deal. Oh my God, it's my wife, ladies." Nobody
The
does
jumping on the couch on
it.
Oprah.
Nobody does that type of shit.
A little bit over the
He
top.
said that before that. Before that, he was telling me this, but it's so weird how I don't want all this firecracker to show love when there's no love. When
Right.
you get married, 60% of it is the ether you're under. You're under this ether, man. And once the wedding is over and you wake up, a pussy smells the same. The wedding day, the honeymoon morning, when you go to eat that snatch, it smells the same. Nothing's changed. And then you realize
Right.
all these things. You just dropped $18,000 and nothing changed.
Right.
You just got a piece of paper. You're in debt for 6 months after your wedding because you wanted to have an open bar to be a big shot for
Right.
your fucking friends.
Between the reception,
It's not about your friends, man.
right, and the ring. If you
Yeah.
went deep with everything, you could start your life with your spouse at like negative 40 or 50 grand.
And you know what's crazy? I'm Jewish, so I had a bar mitzvah, which was, especially in like the Northeast, it's really extravagant, and I'm sure my parents spent way too much money.
Right.
But the town I grew up in, the Christian kids got so jealous, they started having 13-year-old parties just for the Christian kids. And like they had that freaking MTV show, My Super Sweet 16, where they're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on a 16-year-old birthday party, and it's just it's crazy.
yeah.
My mom used to be very crazy on my birthday. She would go overboard, but because she came from a family of 9 and they didn't celebrate her
wow.
birthday. So for
Aw.
her, my birthday was her birthday.
Aw,
So she
yeah.
would buy a piñata, the fucking sandwiches.
But it wasn't because the other kids in the neighborhood had it, it's because
She
your mom
didn't-
loved you.
She didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't do nothing. I drive a Subaru. And I would drive a Subaru whether I made $10 million a year or $5,000 a year. I don't deserve a BMW. I don't want a BMW. I used to rob people for a living. Why do I have a BMW? How's it going to change who the fuck I really am inside? So I can never pull up on a BMW just because I don't like that stuff. I've never thought that there's any. I see right through it. And, in the back of my mind, people see right through it. In the back of some people's mind, they get impressed.
Right.
Those are the people who, I get impressed by people's actions. Most people who have those cars are scumbags. Go on the 405 and drive. Who's doing 60? The guy with the Porsche. Do 90, you fucking cunt. That's why you bought the car, right? For the expert position and the German engineering. Now you're doing 60 in the left-hand lane. Why are you wasting our fucking time for?
Yeah.
Why the fuck? You don't want a ticket. Then why'd you buy the Porsche for? Buy a fucking Prius and do 55. Why you wait? You following me, man?
Yeah.
I don't understand all that world. Whether I had money, I don't understand making a big deal for people. I'm working with this kid in Denver, and I had to call him and explain to him, like, listen, the day of the shows, bro, I don't want nobody in the green room. And he's like, what are you talking about? I don't want girls in there. I don't want cousins. I don't want alcohol in there. I don't want none of that shit. That shit's never impressed a guy like me. I don't know why. Me paying $22,000 for my wedding and I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Whether I had the money or not, it's not about being cheap or being rich.
Right.
I just don't see the beauty of me making my best friend go to Hawaii on New Year's Day
Right.
for me to get a wedding. Why would I think
You
I'm
make
that
people
special?
buy an outfit. I mean,
It's not
a lot
inexpensive.
of-
It's going to cost me $250 to rent a tux for a weekend.
Oh, see right there. That's so. Maybe
Like
it's
you're
just
fucking
me.
Sinatra. Get the fuck
Right,
out
maybe
of
it's my lifestyle because I'm always so broke.
no.
But it's like, to me, that's an insane. Like, oh my god, if I had another $250, I could,
Yeah.
go buy this thing I really want. Like, it's
you.
insane
And
to
they
me
live in
that.
Boston. They gotta go to Vermont to do what? And they take pictures by a tree like two fucking phonies. It drives me crazy. It always has, man. I don't know why. And like I said, our wedding, she made the cake. I begged her,
That's
let's buy it.
awesome.
She made the cake. 3 tiers with 2 guys on it.
Wow.
Singing and dancing.
I can imagine Terry. She's just like, why are we gonna spend $500? I can make it by
Terry
myself.
fucking
She can make it
bought a
exactly
dress.
how she wants it. Yeah,
I was so
that's
happy
awesome.
about my wedding. I had such a great time on a Wednesday night.
Wow.
And we were done by 10. And we went right to the house. We had a great time. We got a bottle of champagne. It was fucking phenomenal. And I went to the house to get an eviction notice.
Really?
Walked in my house to get an eviction notice the day after the wedding.
Oh my
Oh, no.
god.
Because we had cats.
Uh,
And they
Oh.
said that we lived there for 11 years, but they wanted to throw us out due to the pricing. We were only paying $700 a month. for
Oh,
the-
yeah.
Oh man.
With a garage and a 1-bedroom and unlimited hot water.
Wow.
Unlimited hot water for me is like unlimited hot fudge
Right.
at the fucking corral. That's like when I could shoot in the shower and lay there for 3 hours in the heat and just think stoned. My God, that's better than a fucking jacuzzi.
Oh my god, that's a star. And I thought of you because I drove by the griddle the other day, and there's a line.
Told you.
That's like your least favorite place in
What time was the line at?
like 10:30.
Fucking suckers.
Yeah.
What's the griddle?
The griddle across from on Fairfax and Sunset. It's an egg place.
Oh,
And,
okay.
10 years ago, Lindsay Lohan went there before court, and they got very powerful. The eggs are, oh my God, they're fucking eggs, you fucking sheep. Mr. Breakfast in Tom's River is still 10 times better than the fucking griddle. And I'll get 2
Yeah.
eggs with that Jersey grease, home fries, and 2 pieces of toast, and a piece of fucking bacon for $6.
so good. Yeah.
The griddle wants like $18 for breakfast, and it's the same Gentiles that stand out front with their newspapers and their acting scripts. Mm-hmm. It's just one of those places. And I always yell at them and beat the horn. You fucking faggots, get a life, because it's true. You're waiting online for eggs to be cool.
That's insane. Yeah.
This whole movement is about waiting online. These kids
Yeah.
love waiting online. It proves something. Oh, we gotta wait online. I don't want to wait on my Russia. There's this toilet paper. I'm gonna wait on fucking line. I got money just like the next guy. Get me the fuck in there.
Oh god.
What's up, Lee Syatt? You high yet, cocksucker?
A little bit. I
No,
ate
you-
right before I came, so.
Well, it's slow. See, it's slow. I told you to prepare yourself.
Oh yeah.
You loved it. You love getting high. In about an hour, I'll call you. You'll be all fucked up.
Yeah. Fuck it.
What's going on with you, Vicky Pezza? So how long have you guys been doing the Naughty Show?
Oh my god. This is the 4th year. 3rd year I'm involved.
And is he still doing a lot of live performances?
Yeah, not as much as he used to. Like, not as much as he used to in LA. Like, he'll do them out of town, but he's doing some kind of show now, Tripoli X, I think, in September. So that's kind of like it's a variation
Where is
of the
that?
live naughty shows. Crazy Girls, I want to say. I'm not sure.
How good of a guy is Tripoli? Is he fucking out of his bird?
He's all right.
He's out of his
He's a
bird.
fucking madman.
He's a fucking madman.
Oh, we're recording.
He's really, really is. And I've seen him. I've known Tripoli since he was a kid. I've known Tripoli since he's a kid, like a fucking young kid.
I
at the
can't even
comedy store,
imagine.
giggling and. When he first came from Vegas, right? He first came
Yes,
from Vegas.
yeah, he went to
And
college
he used to
there,
work
yeah.
with Pablo, and I still remember him at the store, in the main room, in front of old people doing jokes about ecstasy, and they were just staring at him. I thought it was the funniest thing in the world. He did not know. He did not know.
Right.
And now, how many shows do you do a week? You do a podcast.
We do 2 episodes a week, but we record both at once. So we on Playboy Radio from 3 to 5 on Tuesdays. We record live. We broadcast, and then
right in Glendale there.
in
McDonald's.
Burbank. Burbank.
Oh, they moved?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I think they had 2 places, but yeah.
I
this
used
is
to
where the
always do
radio
the
was.
7 a.m. show.
Yeah, yeah.
The girl and the guy. Are they still there? The crazy girl?
Yeah, I
She
think
tweets.
so.
Andrea Lowe.
Yes.
Andrea Lowe. She's
Yes.
still-
What is that? The morning show
The
or
morning
something?
show. Yeah, yeah.
Playboy
her,
morning
her and
show.
the guy. Good
yeah.
people. I used to go there a lot. I was telling Lee, I went there one day and they had a chef that made you a 7-course meal for $100. For $200, you and your girlfriend, he'd come over your house and make you a 7-course meal, but everything's got marijuana in it.
Oh my
So
god.
the salad dressing has marijuana. The appetizer has marijuana. The main course, the wine, the dessert. He gave us the dessert. It was like a crepe. A strawberry
I
crepe.
swear I was going to ask.
He gave us a strawberry crepe that was delicious. And I was like, that sucks. Like, I ate it at 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I was like, that sucks. And by fucking 4, because he made it with truffle butter or something like that. The THC.
Oh, all right.
But that's good. You guys have been, when you look at the iTunes charts and you look at the top podcasts, it's all the people that have been doing it for 3 years or longer.
Yeah.
It's amazing that people bust in and they get to number 1, and you see them dropping, then they adjust. I don't know how iTunes, but the people who have been doing it are always like 70 and in.
Yeah.
And that's a really special number, to be in the top 70 of 1,000 podcasts in comedy.
And I honestly think it's a scam with the iTunes thing.
Yeah,
because if you go and see, like, let's say a big name comic announces they're going to start a podcast, they'll get the thing up and have no episodes and be number 1.
Right.
And
I've seen that happen. It's crazy.
And it's crazy that, I mean, you must see it, because I've done a couple of the podcasts, and it's so hard to get a foothold, especially like if you're not the Marin or the Nerdist or something like that. So to get people to actually listen and keep listening, it's a big accomplishment. It's harder than it should be, especially since it's free. But
I'm amazed every single time I get a tweet. I'm fucking amazed that any one person is listening. I think it's amazing. Like, it still blows my mind. I'm not jaded about it at all after all these years. It's just that anyone would care to listen, and they like it, and they talk about, when people like send you messages about shit you said on the show. It's nuts, right?
I'm sure you don't get high before the shows, but I don't remember things I said even when I'm sober. So they'll say, "Oh, I love what you said here." I'm like, I don't remember saying that. But it's amazing. It's amazing the reach, because like I went to the guy who measured me for my tux today. He knew some he didn't know this podcast, but he knew of podcasts, and it's amazing how quickly the technology is moving and letting people do it. Because before, my dad was on the radio for 20 years, and he wanted to keep doing it, but a talk show is more expensive than the news and the music, so a lot of talk radio stations went down. But to do it now, you had to have a radio station hire you, and you had to start at the overnight shift or the weekend shift in fucking Tulsa, and hopefully move to better markets. Now, fucking if you're a comedian or anybody, like Joey always says, if he was a plumber, he would have a podcast. So now anybody can do it for like under $500. You could have a professional podcast.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's amazing, and you can just put it out there. And what's weird is, like you were saying, how you always see the same people like at the top, and how amazing that is. That's out of the whole fucking world. That's out of the whole world. So it's almost like, the cream rises. You know what I mean?
This is a great art. Like, this has been a great forum for people, especially myself and Lee. I mean, everything doesn't work for a lot of people. Right. This definitely worked for comedians. It didn't work for a lot of comics, but it worked. I thought it required something different. You had to put your guts out there a little more. Yeah. We had to be a little bit more stronger than radio.
Right.
If you're going to come out and do radio, I don't think it really works. I think for me it worked when I started opening my guts up. And you became one with these people. I don't like to call them fans. We're like a family here at the church. Right. It's we're a network. They offer this, we offer a podcast. They offer graphic service designs. We have construction people. And we all, and people come and go, but we've got a core. And
right.
Toking Lair, we got Constantine, we got the Leon, we got Lady J, we've got, we just got a family of people, and it's fun. I have Cleo. I have a great time communicating. And then when you meet them, it takes the friendship to another level. Yeah. And I did one of the early Rogan podcasts where I belittled like the social media, and I belittled in the beginning, and I had to eat my words.
Oh,
because I really learned that there's a certain energy I have with people. R.J. Straccio from Chicago. I have this energy with different people. If I didn't mention you, it's because I got the gun to my head. Right. You have a relationship with them on energy alone. Oscar Nunez.
But it's so cool because, like, let's say we go to your show. If someone says hi to me, I'll be like, oh, hi, nice to meet you. But if they're like, if I'm Toking Larry, you're like, oh, shit, we've talked for hours. Like, I can't wait to someday go to North Carolina and meet Jim the Death Squad Charlotte
Pitzinger.
guy.
Yeah, Jim Pitzinger.
He every 2 weeks he tweets me, "How you doing, Lee?" So I can't wait to go down there and meet him, and I
was so excited when I met No Susquehanna.
Oh yeah,
No Susquehanna.
Like, holy shit, you're real.
It's really amazing. And there's times like I get up at 3 and I'll tweet a song, and somebody that I'm friends with online, I don't have to know background on them. I just know how they approach me. If they're a gentleman. Bill Hoyt tonight hit me, and I hit him back. This guy, and we went back and forth. You know, people don't believe I communicate with them. I got a call from Felipe Esparza's girlfriend, Lisa. She goes, "You really got to do me a favor. You got to make a video of you in the morning tweeting."
Right.
Because I don't believe people really believe that it's you. If I talk into somebody and they think you hired somebody, I can never hire somebody. It wouldn't be, I want to connect with you. I think there's an energy in our fingers. And sometimes when I'm talking to certain people, I was talking to a girl tonight about a kid. She has a situation with a child. We're talking about that, you know. It's really amazing. And I'm blown away by it.
Yeah. Well, that's somebody's job now, by the way, social media experts, to go in and tweet for companies. And it's every 6 months there's a big, like someone tweets something to the wrong account by accident. Like fucking American Airlines a couple months ago tweeted a porn picture.
Right.
When you're not doing it yourself, you just leave yourself open to a lot of shit.
There's always a scandal.
I don't want somebody in here. I wouldn't want, because I'm cheating them.
Yeah,
I'd be cheating. I don't tweet. If I don't have time to tweet, or I can't focus on something to tweet you, I don't mess with it. I just don't mess with these people. They mean something to me, and I mean something to them at certain times of the fucking day. I got 1,000 people said to me, "Hey man, how was your knee surgery?" Let me tell you something. These people were not just trying to say, "Hey Joe, isn't it?" to be cute.
Right.
They really sincerely felt it.
Yeah.
They had knee surgery, and I know that's how they felt. I wasn't even out of the fucking hospital. In the hospital, I checked, and people were like, "Hey man, I didn't post pictures up. We're part of something. We're really part of something. I'm part of an invisible fucking mafia."
Yeah.
This is the invisible mafia. We don't have jackets. We don't have pens. We don't have nothing. We just all on the same wavelength in our mind. You know?
Do you guys ever get high or just think about like what's next? Because no one ever predicted podcasts, and like it's just like I wish I was I knew what was gonna come next that would totally blow everything out of the water.
Yeah. So we could get the jump on it.
Yeah,
I think there's
right?
gonna be more intimate. I love for this to become more intimate. I love that I can have screens in here and people, you know, just something.
Yeah.
I wish it does, you know. I wish this blew up to a bigger level. But I gotta tell you something. Me doing this podcast keeps me sharp as an individual. It keeps me sharp as a human being. It keeps me sharp as a performer, as a comic, my jiu-jitsu, because now I gotta back what I talk about. The other day I found myself driving and I pulled over to pick up a piece of ice cream wrapper.
You pulled over to pick up an ice cream wrapper?
It was 10 feet from me. It was 10 feet from me. I'm part of something. I'm responsible for something. Before I got here tonight, I saw a black lady beating her kid right outside the Puerto Rican daycare by my house. I had a responsibility to call the police, and I didn't because I don't get in the habit of that. But we're part of something, and if I'm sitting here telling you guys you got to wash your asshole, you got to wash your fucking asshole. That means it starts with me. If I'm sitting here telling you, "Lee, did you go to the fucking gym today?" It's because I went to the North Hollywood Park and did kettlebells and walked around. I might be a fat fuck, but I got out of the house and got some sun. If I tell you guys I go to jiu-jitsu, I go to fucking jiu-jitsu 3 times a week. I'm 51. That means you should be fucking doing something. If you're fucking 27, you should be doing something. If I'm 51 and I'm 100 pounds overweight, so I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you people. This has made me a better individual doing this podcast. It's made me a better human being. It's made me
accountable.
Like that My Fitness plan. It's made you accountable, Lee.
Yeah.
We talked about this with you. You juiced at first. After 6 months, you met the girl. You ate an enchilada. There was no coming back. You were never going to juice again. I used to bust your balls. He would juice for 2 days, and I'd see him depressed.
I did it for a month, and then I just couldn't do it.
I have such a stupid question. High question. When you say he was juicing, do you mean a juice cleanse?
Yeah, I did.
Or like steroids?
No. I know I did a juice cleanse for 30 days, and I lost a bunch of weight, but it's what Joey said earlier. Like there was no accountability. Like I still didn't realize about calories. So and it was slow.
How easy is My Fitness plan?
My Fitness Pal is great.
I've seen me fuck around with Lee and Lee go, "Let me buy you a steak, Lee." And Lee will go, "Huh?" I'm gonna go home. You know, I've seen it that he's concerned because now he has to walk it out for 400 fucking calories.
Right.
That's different than juicing. There's no value. There's no fucking value. I never, you know, there's people that want to do comedy and they want you to coach them, but they don't want to get on stage. because they have a fear of getting on. They want to really be prepared. Just get on stage, and then I'll prepare you after you get on stage, because then you'll know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So you have to do, and that's what this has done for me. It's made me be more aware of my surroundings. And that's what the podcast has done for me, man.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that one person listens.
Yeah.
I appreciate if one person would listen.
It's amazing.
Well, it's really cool. There's like a sub network now of like there's a ton of listeners who have their own podcasts. Like there's like a ton, and I see it on Facebook all the time. People are like, oh, come be on my podcast, just to like their friends, and it's like I think it's really cool. I mean, who cares? Maybe they only have 4 listeners.
Who gives a fuck?
It's cool.
In a month they'll have 6. In another month they'll have 8.
Yeah.
And if they're talking the truth and they're committing themselves to this, it'll work out, man. This is why,
Wait, what's his name? The guy who lost his house, and they all they did a 24-hour, like the second 24-hour podcast, and they raised money to get him back in a house.
Mitch Nutter.
Yeah.
Yuck Nasty had the
Yuck
fire.
Nasty. Yuck Nasty too.
So it's interesting how there's like different groups. Like there's the Death Squad people, and they all listen to each other, and then Maron's kind of by himself, and then there's the Nerdist people, and then there's the Kevin Smith people. Kevin Smith I just saw the trailer today at the movies. He has a podcast movie coming out.
Yes.
Like a movie about a guy who does a podcast.
They thought of the idea on a podcast.
Really?
Yeah. If you listen to, it's like a Smodcast episode with him and Mosier. Like, they come up with this idea because they see an ad where a guy wants a roommate, a lodger. You can live for free. Here's the catch. You have to dress up and act like a walrus. So it turned out the ad was a joke, but they didn't know that at the time. So they start going crazy. They're like, imagine what kind of person is this guy? Imagine how creepy it would be. And it just got crazier and crazier. And now Tusk is coming out. It's like a movie based on a fucking podcast episode. I'm so excited. Plus,
I just saw the trailer today, and I love Kevin Smith about it, because he was supposed to retire. Wasn't he, after the hockey movie? He did Red State, and then he was going to do a hockey movie and retire. And then I saw this. It's like a horror thriller podcast movie. I'm like, well, that's kind of crazy.
It's like they came up with it. Oh, sorry.
You never know where this is going to go, Vicky. When you started doing the Dirty Show podcast with Sam, you had no idea.
No.
Now you're doing it twice a week there. It's on AM radio. People listen. And you wonder, when do people find time to listen to all these podcasts? Because they just don't listen to Church and to Playboy or the Dirty Show. They listen to Mark Maron. They listen to the Nerdist. They listen to Rob Kelly. They listen to, Jim Florentine. I mean, where do they go?
And then it's always crazy, too, to see, the people that listen to yours, like, what are the other shows they listen to? Like, and just to see, like what makes people choose what shows? What is it that makes people connect with some shows? Yet I listen to a ton of podcasts and love them. Love them. So, I believe in this medium. I wanted to be a part of it any way I could be.
I'm just really happy that Lee talked me into doing the Church early mornings, and now we get, I switch it around. I like variety. I don't want to be stuck. Like Monday we'll do a 6 a.m. one, and next Wednesday we got an author, a writer from movies. We'll switch it around, and I like these 8 o'clock ones. What the fuck are we competing with on a Wednesday night? On fucking TV.
Nothing.
I'd rather watch this shit and get some laughs and smoke a number and go to fucking sleep. That's it, brother. It's a beautiful fucking thing we're doing. Let me give some shout outs real quick here. We're moving right along tonight, cocksuckers. We got Jerry Quintanilla. We got Acnoli Surgery, Dan Pizzini, look. XP420 DJ, my main man, Whiskey Tumbler, Jesse Leon, Justin Evans, and Sentinel Radio for publishing a nice little fucking thing today. That's how we do it, Lee. That's no. How you feeling? You're not even high tonight.
I'm a little high.
Why are you sad? You look all depressed.
I'm not sad. No, I've had this idea for about a year.
What's your idea?
And I don't think it would work, or I don't know even how to go. But my high school had a high school radio station, right? And I've been thinking, ever since I stopped working a full-time job, I was like, what can I fill my time with? And I want to go to like Van Nuys High School or North Hollywood High School, like not a richer one, but one that probably has kids whose parents don't make that much, and do like a podcast club. And I don't even know if you could do that with somebody. I don't even know if they let random people in the schools anymore.
Right.
But I just thought it would be cool for like the kids to produce it, and it wouldn't be that expensive for the
Like,
school system to produce.
Can a normal dude roll up to a school and say, I have some microphones, round up the kids,
Yeah,
we're going to have a club?
I just thought it would be because it's kind of cool. Like I was
know
lucky
if
enough
it's
to
legal.
I was lucky enough to go to a college where I majored in like TV production, like film, and like it's cool that exists. A lot of people go to state schools and they don't have those programs, and like I just thought it'd be cool to go into like you always see those movies, like the white teacher goes into the black school and they teach them how to like to write the poems, and I don't know. I just thought it'd be cool to go into like a lower income school and have like a podcast club.
Oh my god!
I don't know. I get high and think of weird stuff.
So you want to
See,
go
we
into
just
the
wrote a
ghetto?
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously.
Movie.
This is it.
Yeah.
This
Tom
is it.
Berenger will be the flying Jew.
Yeah, exactly.
He goes into a school. He fucking teaches black kids how to podcast.
Yeah.
They jump up and down. Then they have gang wars amongst the podcast. They throw up fucking signals.
I don't know.
Michelle Pfeiffer. Everybody's done those.
You get me high and I start thinking about stuff.
Michelle Pfeiffer. Dangerous Minds.
You never
Awesome.
know, man. I wish. That's one of my dreams, to go back to North Bergen and maybe do like an acting,
Wow.
comedy type thing to introduce kids to it.
Yeah.
But I never got into. I didn't even know I had this available to me. I never knew I could go into New York, take an acting class, and do a theater.
Right.
I didn't know. I thought that you were born into this. I thought
Yeah.
you were Kirk Douglas's nephew. I didn't fucking know that, and I guarantee kids don't know. And I just like to go over there one day and go, look, I know a couple acting teachers in New York, and this is what you do. You have to get headshots and go. But the most important thing is you got to get involved. A lot of people want to act, but you have to get involved. You got to hang out with your peers, And people just don't even know where to start. Like your podcaster, Cassius Morris.
Yeah.
He's a 14-year-old kid
Holy
who's
shit.
amazing. So, Cassius, you'll never get into the building because you're not a teacher
Yeah.
and you're not certified. And days like today, they don't know if you're showing up with fucking M&Ms and you got
it's
a
a
missing
little-
finger under your long jacket.
You got to look at it from their perspective.
No, I know. That's why. Like,
So-
I don't know how to even go about it.
And nowadays, bro, you can't even touch these kids. You can't
But-
even go, good job.
Right. But
So
just
it's
because
like-
you can't really do it doesn't mean you can't make the movie.
That's true.
Okay.
This movie is based on real thoughts that Lee had. Fuck it.
Actual real
That's good
thoughts.
of you, though. I've always, that's one
Well,
of
yeah,
my...
because you were gonna coach a basketball team, and I was talking to Paula because she went to school in Englewood, and she told me like kids never showed up, and and I dated a girl back in Boston who taught in a bad area, and she was telling me like kids would throw chairs, and it's just like I was so lucky where I went to school that like I had all the opportunities, and it's just it's crazy when you think about that. Like your daughter Mercy, if she was born 30 minutes down the road in Compton, like that, like can you imagine like what like her entire life would be different? It just, I don't know, when I get high I start thinking about crazy stuff.
Well, it depends on the area, the schools. It's amazing the amount of taxes we pay and how many children's programs they've cut out.
Yeah.
I can't even start to tell you the advantages I had as a child from the city. Never mind with your parents or leagues, just in the city leagues, where you went, you got put on a team, and you got a T-shirt, and you played 8 games, and after the game they took you out for pizza and you got a trophy.
Yeah.
We've cut out that program now.
Or it costs $200.
It costs $200. You got to
Yeah.
pay the kids sneakers. You got to pay for all their trips if they take a bus, insurance. These parents don't have it. We're paying all these fucking taxes. When I was a kid, you had 10 different football things. You had PAL baseball. You had regular city baseball. And then there were the leagues that you had to pay for. The specialty leagues. They've always been around. But your city always offered stuff. That's all gone.
Yeah.
I go to that North Hollywood Park and I look at the board and stuff. Basketball league, $65. Your kid's fucking 7. Where's he going to get $65 from? It's just amazing. And this is what we've cut out. The city used to, when I was a kid, the city would take you to Yankee Stadium. New Jersey. They would rent buses and give you salami sandwich and take you to Yankee Stadium. Those things cost now. Your taxes are fucking higher than ever. What are they doing? They're going to the moon. They're helping everybody they shouldn't help. They're sending sand to fucking Arabia, whatever, so they can have sand, so they can play soccer. They can play fucking, did you read that?
What?
They cost $2,000 per pound of sand to ship it to to Iraq so the soldiers could play volleyball.
Are you serious?
What?
Yeah, shit like that you sit there and go, are you fucking crazy?
Isn't that the desert?
Yeah, $15 billion on spaceships and shit.
Did you see that article that the one where you're saying the cop pulled the mom over? It was on CNN the next day.
I told you.
What? What story is that?
The other day I'm watching, today Diane Sawyer was the last performance, and last night was Chelsea Handler. I watched that last night. All those poor unfunny comics are out of fucking work now, Jack. It's going to be a real fucking, they'll be sucking dick in 2 years, all those fucking fake comedians. Unbelievable. They were all depressed in the back. The fucking gravy train's over, cocksucker. You guys said a couple funny things on stage. You were getting $6-7 grand. Then they went to see you. They realized you weren't worth $10 fucking dollars. Party's over for those fucking deadbeats. Fuck them.
But no, yeah, there's this story in Texas that this cop pulled over a mom and kids because the car matched the description of an actual robbery.
Am I lying to you? Had 20 comedians on last night. 3 of them were funny. The rest of them are junk. You could see them all depressed. It's over, cocksuckers. It's time to write jokes and put away the fucking ukuleles and all that stupidity and shit. Time to do real fucking jokes like us. There wasn't one Death Squad person there. How embarrassing was that? Not one Death Squad. Brody Stevens with a fucking bikini on the fucking medication. So he was okay for fucking an hour and a half. That fucking nutcase. I love him though.
I didn't even watch it. Isn't that crazy?
I was home with my leg up and I was going through the channel. I saw him on. She had everybody there.
Yeah.
She had fucking everybody there. It's amazing.
I saw it all over Twitter.
And then fucking Diane Sawyer quit today. That's who should have had a party. That's who matters. Diane Sawyer, that bitch.
Yeah, I think you're the only person who watches the news. I can't remember the last time I watched the local news in the morning. I can't even imagine.
I watch it for the traffic. You got to be ahead of the fucking traffic. You got to know where to go, where not to go. How do you find out yesterday they closed it because of the Emmys? You're going downtown to pick up the wife and you got fucking traffic because of the Emmys. You don't know that shit. Meanwhile, you're whistling. It's a beautiful day to be alive. Fuck you, the Emmys. I ain't going. You don't know if Obama's coming to town. That fuck.
Oh,
that
God.
Fucking douchebag shows up for 3 fucking days. He's not even running again. He keeps having these benefits with Sean Penn and all these fucking people jumping up and down, giving them fucking money. There'll never be a black president again. It's over for them. They never better tell those fucking young kids you could be president. This is never happening again. I knew it was a bad fucking idea in the beginning. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. All these people changed. All these people are hiding for fucking cover now. Change in your fucking Prius and the fuck out of here, you fucking dummies. And I got felonies. I can't even vote, and I'm telling you, they'll never, ever, ever. If you're black, do not tell your kid
he ruined it for all black people?
He ruined it for Spicks, Chinks, everybody. I wouldn't vote for no. This is a white country. What are we putting these fucking people in there for? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. This is a white country. What the fuck? You know that already. They want to come along, Johnny come lately. But Romney was a piece of shit too with that little Eddie Munster assistant.
That's the thing.
That's the thing.
That's
Eddie Munster assistant.
There's 2 people in this country who won an election by anything else but true love, and that was Clinton, who won the election with the MTV. He dipped into the MTV crowd and he won an election. Clinton did the job. So finally some guy came through. This fucking guy, people voted at him, the sympathy thing. I'm not racist. We can have a black president. That's what it was. And all these Gentiles from Calabasas and Santa Monica, they're the ones that got taken. They're the ones that got taken. He might have been a good dude and shit, but he wasn't ready. Look, the proof is in the fucking pudding. Everybody's fucking unhappy. I'm talking lies here. Everybody's fucking unhappy. Everybody's fucking unhappy. They're making new ISIS. When did these fucking people come through? When did this gang fucking start? So, the proof is in the pudding. I'm not talking out of line.
Why is ISIS Obama's fault?
Everything's fucking Obama's fault. Were they around when fucking Obama signed up? No. They're around now.
You see that there's a lot of Americans getting killed over there, going over there and fighting for Syria?
Dumb fucks.
Oh my God.
Switching fucking governments. They deserve to get what the fuck they get. You can't switch fucking governments to go over there and fight these fucking Abdullahs.
You're never going to go fight for Cuba?
Why? I live in Studio City. I ain't bothering nobody. Fuck Cuba. Last time they fought for Cuba, what'd they do? They left their dicks in the dirt. 13,000 Cuban soldiers. Kennedy left their dick in the dirt. Finally, he bailed. He was a blue dog Republican, whatever, the Democrat, whatever the fuck you call that shit. So a lot of people don't know he bailed out with his own money 1,300 Cuban people out of the Cuban jail in the Bay of Pigs.
Really?
Yeah, that's Kennedy. I mean, a lot of people don't know that about fucking Kennedy. But what? Right now, if you're black, do not tell your kid he's going to be the president of the United States. I'm telling you right now. I'm sorry. And if you're Cuban, Puerto Rican, Dominican, that goes for you too. Maybe a Chinaman. Maybe if he fucking looks
So how
like
far did he set him back? What could like a black person?
3,000 fucking years. Okay.
Could they at least be like
No, it's like when
senator?
it's like when you bring my name up to Comedy Central. Before you say Diaz, no, no,
Anyone with Joey?
no,
They don't
Joey
know
Diaz,
jokes.
Joey, anything. They don't even want to talk about it.
That's hysterical.
It's true. I ain't gonna lie to you people and tell you that people are excited right now.
Sorry for that breaking news, everyone,
Everybody's
but
fucking
Obama
depressed.
ruined it.
Obama
It is what it is.
Obama ruins it for everybody. Don't think we got a short fuck. Maybe in 20 years a black guy might show up.
Sweep the country off its feet.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a little
Jesus.
Vicodin fart. Little narco fart that smells like a fucking CVS. What's happening, Lee? You bad motherfucker. What are we doing tonight? I got
don't
some
know. What do you
animal
wanna do?
tranquilizers. We're doing everything.
I don't want animal tranquilizers.
You need some. How many calories you got left?
I got, because they lowered my calories today. I think I got like 300 or 400 left.
Look at you. How do you lower your calories? Every 10 pounds?
Every 10 pounds, it asks see if you want to. Yeah, they gave me 1650 and I've had 1267. So I don't know what that math is. Yeah, I'm really trying to not eat at night anymore because that was the worst thing for me. So like last night I went to bed hungry, which I used to never do.
An apple.
But even that I'm trying not to do.
2 apples. 2 apples ain't gonna kill you. Plus, in the morning when you wake up, first thing you wake up, when you put that coffee to your lips, you're gonna feel a little shit warm coming out of your ass with no hesitation. When you eat 2 apples before you go to bed, it just comes out at night. All you hear is bloop, bloop.
Oh, I've been popping that fiber like a
wife?
savage.
And you're ready to go. You finish your coffee, you're mesmerized. You're like, woof. I just took a morning shit. Thank God I ate those apples.
I was actually scared today when I got home because I have to take fiber twice a day for like the stuff I got. I was like, I'm gonna get high tonight. I don't know if I should take this because like, what happens if I get too high and I have to shit on like during the podcast? But I decided. The guy said, "Fuck it, let's see what happens."
Yeah, his face is getting red. The juice coming.
It's
out
coming.
Yeah, that's
It's
how I
coming.
can tell that
That's
it's
the
real.
man. That's the man.
That was a
right
real
there.
thought.
It's coming.
Vicky Pez, what's your day consist of? So you have a day job? You just do the.
Oh no, I don't have a day job.
So what do you do?
It's pretty great. I just I work on the Naughty Show mainly, but I do comedy. I've been doing a lot with podcasts basically, and Gareth Reynolds and Evan Mann started a show, Point versus Point.
Okay.
So I'm producing that. I go, and when they record, I'm not on it. I just I take notes because I edit it. I'm really big into editing, and I just bought equipment I've been saving up for, and I'm really excited. 2 Shure SM58 microphones and an H6, so I'm about to start some stuff.
Okay,
Yeah,
good
maybe
for
in
you.
the next month or 2. I'll let you guys
Let us
know.
Yeah. Lee'll love to be on there. Jump up and down, tell you about his fucking trip to
That
Santa
would be
Monica
pretty great.
to get Chinese food, cocksucker. I'll burn you with this e-cigarette. Right in the fucking neck. Santa Monica for China. What's the name of the joint?
I don't even know.
And what's the specialty of it? What's so good about
No, I just okay. So when I get really into my diet, I start going to Yelp and just searching things to look at pictures.
Can you imagine this fucking Manook? Yelp.
No, fuck yeah. I'll just like last night
And
I
you listen
searched.
to strangers.
Right, and trust
Strangers,
them.
you don't fucking know. These guys eat hummus and they think it's fucking
not if there's
delicious.
2
like you.
reviews. If there's 700 reviews and it's 4.5 stars, yeah. I'll
Listen,
listen.
that's sheep. That's called sheep. So go ahead, drop it on me.
No, I don't know. We found it a few months ago. I don't know.
What's the name of the place?
It's in the 3rd Street Promenade. I have
And
no
what
idea.
And you're gonna go down there and park and do all that shit for Chinese food.
Yeah,
All that drama.
it's not that much drama.
Okay.
You
3rd Street Promenade on a Sunday is no drama. You're just gonna fucking go down there and park and walk hand in hand like nobody's business.
I did for the crepe class Friday night. I parked on the street. I didn't park in the lot like a sucker. I found a meter, and we just walked. It was nice.
How long was the walk? Yeah.
10 minutes.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
oh boy.
But
Fuck
it's
that.
Santa Monica Friday night. Who doesn't want to
There's a-
walk
nobody.
holding hands?
Yeah, good. You want to walk holding hands.
Fuck yeah.
Did the walk there and back make up for the crepes?
No, fuck no. They made their own Nutella. That shit was delicious. This lady made her Nutella she made croissants from scratch for before the class. Are you serious? I would kill. Have you had a what's the donut croissant? It's
Strudel?
no.
Danish?
It's like this guy in New York made it up. It's they take a croissant and they just put like the donut grease. It's fucking amazing.
There's not enough fat people. You gotta make a fucking donut croissant now.
Let me look it up.
You're gonna look up donut croissants.
Yeah, my Cronut. That's what it is. It's fucking
Oh, I
amazing.
have heard of that.
Yeah, everyone says
that's
it's
what
fucking
that is?
amazing. Yeah. Oh my god, I would
never
kill
actually
somebody for one of those
knew.
right now.
It sounds pretty good, I guess.
You ever have a cronut, Joey?
Fuck no.
Did you guys go to the Orange County Fair at all?
No, but I was looking at it. It's expensive too. It's like $70 to get in. Something crazy.
No,
like that.
no. Well, I mean, maybe between a few people. I think it's only. Maybe for tickets to things
Yeah.
like the shows and stuff.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
free to get in. Okay.
No, it was still like I think it was more than 10, less than 20. I
Okay.
can't think. Maybe 12. But that's not. I didn't get to see any of the bands or performers or anything like that. So that's probably 70.
How was the fair?
Dude, the fucking food. It was out of control. Did
Did you get fried dough?
Did we get fried Oreos?
Oh, I've never even tried that.
Oh, they're really, really. It's like Zappala's, but with a Oreo in it. It's
No,
amazing.
I've seen it. I've seen it on TV, but like, I took Paula to get fried dough, and she never had it before.
It's
Just
really
the
good.
cinnamon and the powdered sugar.
Where was this at?
In Boston, when I took her to Boston last
She
year.
liked that.
Who doesn't like
I
fried
love
dough?
those fucking Zeppelis.
Yeah.
Oh my
amazing.
God. When I was in the 6th grade, 7th grade, I'd walk from 22nd and Central Avenue, Union City, to like 18th Street every morning, and I get a bag of Zeppelis, a long piece of Italian bread, a stick of hotel bar butter, and a 64-ounce Coke. And that was my breakfast in the 6th grade.
Oh
A
my
bag
God.
of Zeppelis.
And that's mini fried dough, right? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dripping from the bottom like a fuck with sugar on them, powdered sugars all over your fucking face.
I wanted to
You
say
just
something
shake
today.
the bag.
Oh yeah, this
cover
guy was
them up.
drinking a 2-liter Coke in the gym locker room, and I was like, "Come on, man."
That's weird.
Yeah.
Fuck, let them die. Fuck them. Let them drink Coke and die. Disgusting cocksucker. You gotta stop somebody from dying. He wants to drink Coke in there. Fuck him. Was he fat?
No, he wasn't.
In shape?
Yeah, medium.
You
Yeah.
were just jealous. You were like, fuck,
Fuck that
fuck
motherfucker.
that punk doing push-ups and drinking Cokes. I gotta walk up and down like a fucking moron just to burn 400 calories to go eat Chinese food on fucking Sunday.
I like fucking love Coke. I drink soda's a huge addiction, but I would never bring it to the gym just because I would feel like, don't I look like a fucking idiot right now? Don't I look insane right now?
Yeah.
That was one of the hardest things of the lifestyle change was the soda.
Did you cut soda out?
I
Oh, my
cut soda
God.
out when I went to Weight Watchers, and now it's very hard to drink a Coke like a real Coke.
It's probably way
Oh,
too sweet
it's
now,
fucking
right?
terrible.
That's what everyone says
But
when they stop.
Oh my God! And even Diet Coke, I've cut it out. But I'll tell you something. There's just some food. Like when I go home to Chan's, that fucking you can only eat that with a can of Coke.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
type of Chinese food only calls for a can of Coke. There's like chicken calls for white wine and Sauvignon Blanc. I don't know nothing about that shit. I do know that pork spare ribs, Chinese style, they call for a can of Coke.
And one of
That's
those
right.
and one of those glasses of water, the brown glasses
Yeah.
of water, which are fucking.
But I like that. With the Cokes, with a Chinese restaurant, you got to drink on ice with a straw.
Okay.
That's what it calls for, the straw, because you got to do 3 of those cans.
Oh yeah. That actually.
I could do
That's
3
how
of those
Jewish
cans.
I am.
Easy,
Paula
yeah.
knows if I go to a restaurant and I order a soda and they bring the can out, I get pissed off because that means there's no free refills. I'm not going to get any more.
Oh,
You know
really?
what? I'll sacrifice it for the real Coke.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
I'll sacrifice it. There's only one person who has real Coke out there. That's delicious. McDonald's. With a lot of ice cubes, that Coke burns your throat. That's delicious. Do you remember the little bottles, the 8 ounces?
Yeah.
That was the specialty. They put more oxygen in those.
Oh.
So when you drank them, that's why they burned your throat. Come on, guys.
Do you guys ever get that Mexican Coke? I got it once out here, and
It's
I
just-
never got it
it's
again.
Never
sweet, yeah.
again. No.
Everyone's
Don't-
it costs like
no.
$4 a bottle.
And it's real sugar.
It's real sugar,
it's
but
like
it's
sugar
not.
cane or
It's
something.
not like the most people like. It's what people said about In-N-Out. I like a burger, but people like hype stuff up so much around here. I had Mexican Coke. It tasted like sweet Coke. It just.
Same shit, bro.
I don't know.
Same shit. All these fucking, all these burgers. I love a good burger, but we've forgotten about what a burger is. It's like a slice
Yeah,
of
you got
pizza.
mad at me the other day.
It's like a slice of pizza. It's
Right.
exactly what that called. A slice of pizza. What's the pizza place I like in Hollywood? That they have one in. They have 2 of them on Hollywood, and no, it's on Selma. It's up by Highland, I think. I don't even know.
I don't know.
I used to go there. I seen the owner at the comedy store the other night. But here's the problem with him. He's from the East Coast, and he makes a nice slice. But the problem is, I go in there, I order a slice, and he has to give the piece of paper to the Mexican chef. Then the Mexican chef makes you sit down, and the slice became a 10-minute thing. That's not what a New York slice is. A New York slice is, as you're taking my money, I don't care if you took money and put it on my pizza. I don't give a fuck. Put it in the oven. Cook that motherfucker. That's what it is, a slice, on the move. That's why you eat a slice. But everything here has been changed. Unami burger is a great burger, but why should I pay $15 per burger?
Right.
Yeah.
Why should I pay $15 for a fucking burger?
To get a little spoon of dipping sauce, why
that
not?
took the
why
whole
else?
thing of what an American burger is.
Right.
An American burger is a piece of meat that you buy a pound of, and you get bread and you put cheese on it and bacon and ketchup. Why should it be $15, Lee?
It shouldn't be, but it was. He called me and he likes to tease me because he knows like I'm on a diet. So he'll be like, "Where would you get a burger right now?" And I said a place. He's like, "What would you get on?" And I said, "If I'm gonna really tell you what I really want." And I love putting an egg on it now, what they're doing. And he went on for like 5 minutes. Like, you don't put fucking eggs on it.
Why? Who put an egg on a burger?
It's fucking amazing.
That's weird.
That's not a hamburger.
No, that doesn't go.
We're doing something else.
Right.
We're doing something else. Everybody wants to put a bun, a different bun, a
Pretzel
ciabatta bun. What's
Yeah,
ciabatta?
pretzel. I don't want to
When the
mix
fuck did a
pretzel and
pretzel
burger.
come in? Yeah, all this shit to make everything better, but they're making it worse. It's like if you read the Keith Richards books, he just talks about music and how there's no more live albums. We have forgotten how to make the live album because we made it too technical. And all you gotta do is put 2 fucking mics on the bass drum and wire everything and go. We've forgotten that because they made everything too complicated. A burger's a pound of fucking meat seasoned, right? Some onions. You toast a bun. You fucking flip it, and you put fucking cheese on it and onions.
What kind of cheese?
What? American. That's all you put on there. There's no cheddar unless you go to prison. There's no
How
cheddar
dare
cheese
you.
unless you're in welfare. That's what this fucking money is.
I like cheddar.
Cheddar cheese. Cheddar fucking cheese. This is what I got to deal with. This is the whole youth. From cheddar to fucking ranch. The whole fucking youth.
ranch.
They're disgusting. And then you look around and you see why these kids are floating because they eat fucking ranch dressing with everything. You're not supposed. It's a cheeseburger, bro, with fries, and that's it, and a soda. What is all this egg? What is all this shit? What is all
Quit
this?
piling
To
on.
make me pay $18 for the simplest fucking thing on earth. When I came from Cuba, I looked at a hamburger and a cheeseburger and a hot dog like it was gold. If I ate enough of these, maybe I'd be lucky to become an American.
Oh, you should hear this. So I had turkey hot dogs last week.
Oh.
He mentioned it for like 4. He's like, "You're from Boston. People from Boston don't eat turkey hot dogs."
You know, that's for these fucking Gentile, these waspy fucks. I'm gonna save them my cholesterol. Shoot yourself now. It doesn't start with a hot dog, you fuck. A nice Oscar Mayer, a nice Doolman's hot dog, a nice fucking, what's the other place that they sell at Ralph's? Nathan's. You take the beef hot dog, it's as good. So what, you can find the mice tail in there. That's the whole flavor. It's like eating ass with pussy, a hair on it. And hair. So that's the flavor on your asshole. That all, but you know.
Just if you're going to do it, do it.
Turkey fucking hot dog.
If you're going to do it, do it.
I can see a turkey burger. They're delicious with some mustard and some onions, some mushrooms, a nice multi-grain ball. But think of a turkey burger. Americans died. Thomas Jefferson died for us to fucking eat. And you're eating a turkey fucking hot dog. Never again. Throw those things out in the garbage can. They go right in the fucking garbage can. No turkey. If you're a part of the church, there's no turkey dogs. There's no Starbucks. There's no Starbucks coffee. That's for fucking faggots too. You drink fucking black coffee with sugar. That's it. From 7-Eleven, the Bolivian.
Wait, they can't have cream?
No fucking. You want cream? It's in your nutsack. That's what cream. No fucking cream. Cream is for fucking girls. Amaretto flavored coffee. We're men. We're fucking men. We drink fucking coffee. The fuck is wrong with people? We've gotten soft, and it starts with all that shit, and it carries over. It carries over. These people you see with the cup close to their heart, they have to show you they went to Starbucks. Oh my God, or with the fucking water. When you're out trying to enjoy a Coke and they show up and all this water is still sensational. Listen, you paid $8 for that fucking thing, moron. Again, show me the fucking glacier. Show me the glacier where you got that fucking water from. Go ahead. Some fucking yam filled that up with a fountain and you paid $8 because it's electrocharged, it's going to burn calories.
Holy shit. Oh my God.
I never knew you were so upset about.
I am, because as a society, we're going for hook and sinker. We're falling for this shit as a hook and sinker.
And you know what they really overpriced? The 100-calorie snacks. I had to stop buying them because like they like I bought a thing of 100-calorie goldfish, It was like $4 for a pack of 6, and I went and I bought a bag of regular ones, and I just have to count them out now. But it was like $1.
Why don't you buy a box of Oreos and put 2 in a baggie?
No, I can't.
Like a fucking normal
no one can eat 2 Oreos.
Yes, you can.
No, you
2.
can't.
Yes,
you are at least eating 1 sleeve. No one eats 2 Oreos.
That's an animal. That's a normal person.
Nobody else.
Not like people like you and I.
If one,
you have to eat 2 and stop it.
If a person
animals.
Eats 2 Oreos, I think they're a sociopath.
Listen, if people
who can eat 2 Oreos?
If people see you and me walking from behind, they'll pull over, shoot us, and put us in a cage. You understand me? We can't eat that shit, so you have to make a compromise.
I just don't eat them.
Put them in a baggie and lock them up and just take 2.
Lock them up? What?
My wife buys those Vienna fucking cookies. I love those things. But I'll eat 1 every 2 nights. Have 1 cookie as you're walking by.
Oh, I can't do that.
It's 1 or nothing, but you're saying you can't have it in the house because you can't stop. Well,
that shit'll wake you up like the Coke used to wake me up, won't it? 2 in the morning, you hear those cookies calling you. Leave.
Fuck yeah.
Leave.
Like if I had Cheez-Its only last 2 hours in my house. I love Cheez-Its.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
She likes them too.
I gotta vote Cheez-Its.
She's a girl.
Well, look,
she's from Jersey.
I'll say this. I don't know anyone that could just eat 2 Oreos.
Thank you.
But I do think it's reasonable that most people eat 1 donut, right?
We have to start doing
1 or 2 donuts.
When I went to Weight Watchers and I learned
You're sneaking another donut in.
You have to make compromises with yourself.
It's a Dunkin' Donuts number 1, 2
if
donuts.
You're gonna lose weight. If you're gonna lose weight, and there's nothing wrong with 2 donuts, and you're absolutely right. It's the 19 donuts. There's nothing wrong with 2 Oreos. But us as human beings and as responsible adults, that's what we have to do. We have to eat 2 cookies. And if you do it, it's a discipline. It becomes a discipline, Lee. And that's what this is all about, a discipline. It becomes a discipline. Just like anything else. I'm only going to eat 2 fucking cookies. And then I'll eat an apple. Oh, I want 2 more cookies? I'll eat an apple. Oh, I don't want an apple, then I don't want 2 cookies.
All right.
It's a compromise. Life is a fucking compromise. I won't suck your dick tonight, but I'll tickle your nutsack. It's a compromise. You know what I'm saying? It always has been.
I would love to have that compromise. I would have loved to have that.
Why do you make this so fucking difficult for? You know what I'm saying?
Tickle your nuts.
It always has been.
What's all the drama? Vicky Pezza, what days do you do the podcast?
I do the podcast Tuesday from 3 to 5 on PlayboyRadio.com.
What channel is that?
It's just PlayboyRadio.com.
I thought it was XM.
It's its own thing now. So that's subscription to hear it live. But we're on allthingscomedy.com also,
and
the
when
podcast.
Do you come on, and what 2 days do you shoot that?
We do it, we release on Wednesday and Sunday. We release on iTunes and on ATC. And we're doing the LA Podfest September 26th in Beverly Hills. And you should go. We're the slot right before Death Squad.
I'm sending Lee down there. Lee's going to be
I am? Okay.
Henry.
Yeah, because you're going to be in New York.
Yeah.
I know. I looked to see if you were available.
That squad is doing it. Brian is doing it.
Yeah, I think they're doing Kill Tony. I think Tony's going to do it.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought too.
They did it last year too, and they were great. We did the first year, but yeah, it's the 3rd year
Lee's
now.
going to go this year and represent with it.
Yeah, you should.
Okay, I haven't been yet.
Where is it, Beverly Hills? Yeah,
Yes.
They probably got Chinese food down there, some fusion.
There's like a party at the beginning.
sure.
You should go.
There you
Mingle.
go.
It's like everyone.
Oh, I hate. It sounds like networking, and I just.
Oh yeah, it's networking.
Oh, yeah. And everyone's in
with
there.
all your favorite podcast stars.
Everyone's gonna be in there lying about how many numbers they got. We get 4 million a day.
Yeah.
Really? Because you're number 200.
Right. Oh, I plan on lying. I can't wait.
everyone it's like dick size. Everyone inflates by like 30,000 an episode.
I hope so. I hope that's what everyone's doing, or I'm in trouble.
You guys went last year also?
We went the first year. Last year we weren't there, but I went. I go every day because I'm serious.
Is it fun?
I'm such a nerd. Oh my god, no!
Go.
You totally should go. It's at a hotel and there's like a bar there, so it's like everyone just hanging out, like all the podcasts.
Okay,
it's pretty cool. And they do a stand-up show, I think on Saturday. But I think they're gonna. There's some kind of documentary about podcasting, so they might air that instead.
Oh, cool.
Some of the people were in. Maybe I'm in. I don't know. I was interviewed. I don't know if I made the cut. Don't want to make any promises, but don't want to get my hopes up.
Yeah, you should go, Lee, and represent. We were going to do the Santa Monica. We were going to do the Santa Barbara Comedy Festival. We were going to do the podcast up there, but I got a movie, so we can't. I was going to do that and shoot this thing with Dice, but I can't.
Oh,
so
man.
I feel bad. They moved my Comedy Central shooting till the 16th for Ari's show. We're moving it to Tuesday night now.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
So I'm
good.
going to do the 16th at 10 o'clock. This is not happening.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I have 4
can't
weeks
wait.
off, and then, oh hell, that New York week is hell. Because that New York week, I got a Dodger game on Monday night, so we got to do the podcast at 6. Then we got to do a podcast Tuesday, because I'm leaving Wednesday morning. I get to New York Wednesday morning, I do the stand Wednesday night. Thursday morning, I do Opie and Anthony, I do that thing.
man.
And Friday and Saturday, so it's a rough fucking week in New York, you know? It's a very
But it's the second annual Close the Window tour.
Close the window tour. It starts in New York. So.
Shut the window.
Yeah, so that's a fun little street. So I'm looking forward to it. It's great to go home. But, you know, I'm going to be home for 4 weeks. It's going to be a hard 4 weeks. But my wife went back to work.
Yeah.
She's going back 2 days a week because 2 people quit. So they called her and asked her. She said, I'll do 2 days a week. And so now we have a new schedule. We have to take the baby out in the morning and fucking sweat her up
Oh.
by 10:30 because she's an animal. You got to burn that energy off. If not, you got an animal on your hands all fucking day.
Yeah.
You know, from 10 to fucking 1, she won't go. Today I had to put her down. She wouldn't even sleep for the babysitter because if she knows I'm home, she gives the babysitter a hard time. So I actually pick her up, take her to her bed, and I laid down with her and she fell asleep. It was the best 15 minutes of my life laying there next to her. Watching her, and she opens up your eyes and looks, and pokes your nose, and then she sings one little finger, tap, tap, tap. And put your finger up, put your finger down, stick it in your ass. Dun, dun,
Somehow
dun,
I think
dun.
you improv that last
No,
night
I
a little.
improv that. I say that to her. She's a little baby.
Are you starting to worry about that now? Like you can't say fuck on the phone or
Can't say
something?
nothing. Can't say nothing. 2
Oh.
weeks ago, she was saying shit.
Little
Oh, no.
parrot,
So
a
every
little
time she'd
parrot,
say it,
right?
I'd say sit. Just to confuse her, I'd say sit, sit. And then somebody said to me, it sounds like you're saying shit. I go, I know, but it's really sit. So I had to stop completely. I don't want her cursing. It's amazing that, like I said, you know, I read that article too, and I just erased it.
I didn't click on it, but I just saw the headline.
Gives a fuck. You can't put a value on your child. You just work. You just fucking work, and you do the best you can for your child. You know, we all want to provide for our children better than we had it. We had it pretty fucking good in this room. Okay, nobody got stabbed. Nobody, you know. So, but you have this thing. So to put a price on it, you give your child everything. You give your child your blood. So whoever wrote that fucking article was a fucking mutt. And whoever fucking read it and really like, oh, I don't know, honey. Take a look at this. How are we gonna shut the fuck up? You figure out a fucking way, man. Your dad and mom figured it out. Your dad worked on the radio for 20 years and supported you. You had nice sneakers. You went to Taekwondo.
Yeah.
You wrestled. You know, but these fucking things now, a budget for your child. What's a real budget for your fucking child? What are you buying? 1 pair of sneakers from Kmart and you put that in there all fucking year? So that's why I get upset with those things. There's no value, man. There's no value to make my wife happy. There's no value. I'm not going to buy a $20,000 ring, but there's no value,
Right.
you know? There's no value in happiness. And fuck all those articles and fuck the rings and all that shit. That's what we've become confused in this country. You know, I've said it 1,000 times. I can think of all the great times I've had. And I got to say, 80% of those times were growing up in Jersey when I went out with my friends with $6.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You know, those are the things. How many times have you gone out, you got money, it's a fake fucking we're all going to meet and do this.
Like
and,
New Year's Eve parties.
yeah, they all suck.
Yeah.
You know, it's when you look at your friends and you get in the car and go, man, I don't have any money.
We would have like $8
That's
to
it.
go take the PATH train into New York. It was so easy. Get a 40, and I mean 17, 18, like not fucking 21. You go get a 40 ounce in New York. It's no problem at all. You could have a whole day, go to Gray's Papaya. You could have a whole fucking weekend off of like maybe $10.
It's really scary what the Kardashians have done to young girls. It's really crazy about what we think now. You know, bottle service.
Right?
Like,
Are you
really?
kidding me?
I'm gonna
I
go-
saw an ad for a
That's
comedy
insane.
show with bottle service,
Oh, yeah.
and I almost had to call you. I was like,
They have them. They
what
have them in
comedy?
Miami.
Who would?
They're
get
already
bottle
doing them.
service
They're
at a
already
comedy
doing
show.
them. In the front row, they sit in the front row and they put a bottle in the thing, and the girl sits there like she's fucking special. She doesn't know that he does this 3 nights a week, and she's gonna suck that dick anyway.
Well, yeah.
It's amazing, and they sit there like, look at me, I'm special.
That's who you want.
'Cause
That's who
I'm
you
a-
want to
yeah.
be making eye contact with the entire
That's
time.
who, you know. I don't understand it. I don't know whatever happened to going on a Friday night and just getting 3 whiskey tonics at $7 a piece or $6 a piece. I gotta buy a $15 bottle instead of the table and listen to loud music, and I can't even fucking talk to you. What happened to just getting a gram of blow? Vicky, let's go up in the room. Let me eat your ass. Whatever happened to that shit? Or a hit of ecstasy or something like that. I don't understand that. A bottle, $1,000 a bottle to sit at a table to be cool.
Hit of ecstasy is a night of enjoyment for $20.
For $20.
Boom.
You take it. Do you plan ecstasy? No. The best times I've had doing drugs, and when I called you up and said, Lee, what are you doing? I said, here, watching TV. Lee, I got a gram of blow. You in? I don't have any money. Lee, I didn't ask you if you had money. I asked you if you were in. I'll pick you up in 5 minutes. I don't even have money for beer. Don't worry about it. We'll buy a bottle somewhere and we'll drink shots and you make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
But this shit, the plan, I fucking always hated that shit. Always. That's always bothered me as a kid. But now in society, you got to do all these things. You got to go to Starbucks and pay $4 for a fucking coffee. Or you go to 7-Eleven and pay 99 cents for Brazilian Bold and your hair stick up.
Right.
I do it once a fucking day. Go and get that Brazilian terrorist coffee they sell at 7-Eleven. More and more, you go to 7-Eleven, you're like, this is a terrorist organization. It's just a matter of time.
They're funding ISIS?
They're funding everything.
Do you know what I fucking get every day, guys? This is so terrible. Like, I get a Slurpee almost every day. I don't drink coffee, but I get that Slurpee every day. And I do a little cherry, and I do mostly Coca-Cola, the 40 ounce.
Oh, that's a good one. Cherry Coke.
I got one this summer, like that week when it was like 100 degrees every day. I got one for like the first time in like probably 4 or 5 years, and it was amazing. But then I have the straw down too far, so then the top's like disgusting ice. But
Right.
there's a place up. I don't know if you live around here or not, but there's a place up here that has like Hawaiian ice that Joey took. It's like shaved ice. It's like a 3D snow cone. It's better than a snow cone because it's not hard. Oh my god, I should go there tonight.
Yeah,
And the
I
Puerto
like
Ricans
that.
don't get a residual on that. That is because the Puerto Ricans invented the snow cone in New York. So like piragua, the coconut with the cherry and shit. They scrape that ice.
Yeah.
And this is brilliant. It's closed.
Yeah, just closed.
Just
Damn.
closed. 10 o'clock. You get the cherry coconut with the condensed milk.
Yes. Oh,
Good.
yes.
Googly
Condensed
movie.
milk is good. I don't.
Oh my god!
It's
In the fucking middle of that
I've
when
never
you're
had
stoned.
it, so I was like,
I get the
Oh,
root
I don't
beer
like
sometimes.
condensed milk, but with that shit, it's fucking
It just
good.
works. It's like a frosting or an icing like you would never expect.
oh, okay.
It's
They
incredible.
don't fuck around. Lee. I don't take you to places. And right next to it is that Captain Tony's. They don't fuck around. Captain Pete's, whatever it is.
Oh yeah, the
They
Mexican
got
place. Yeah.
They got a bean and cheese burrito, and they put pico de gallo on that motherfucker. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Lee, you're man. I'm talking about food. You're uncomfortable now.
No, it's just really kicking in right now.
Anyway, before it kicks in, I'll give a shout out to our sponsors. Let's start with my main people fucking on it. On it, I love you. I love what you do. It's human optimization. What they're offering is fucking life. If you're dead, you want to take a one-a-day vitamin, take a fucking one-a-day vitamin. Don't come coming to me when your jaw hurts. Fucking on it's got tremendous shit. I started my thing today.
Strongbone?
Absolutely. I popped 2 of them today just to get them in the system. I'm recovering, you know, whether it's the Strongbone, whether it's the Shroom Tech Sport, whether it's the Alpha Brain, whether it's the Hemp Force protein shake. You cannot go wrong without it. They've crossed over into fitness equipment, from kettlebells to fucking things you pick up, the gas mask. I can't help you there. As far as supplements and the fucking the Shroom Tech and stuff, I'll get you 10% off. And I'm not fucking around. Go to Onnit, look around. Go to Onnit.com, look around. You may find something. Give it a sample. You know you get 100% money back guarantee on Alpha Brain. You don't like it, don't even send it back. One time we'll give you your money back, no questions asked. Do you think a company would do that if you wouldn't get results from it? Stop fucking around and stop fucking lying to yourself. Go to Onnit right now, get some Alpha Brain and put what in the box?
Church,
CHURCH. Get 10% off, get on the list. You get emails, you get special deals. If you go on the Stay On It program, they send it to your month. They send it to your month on the 1st. You don't got to do nothing. You don't have to go nowhere. It comes right to your house. So go to On It right now. The next one, naturebox.com. Fucking tremendous. Fucking tremendous.
I would kill for some right
Nutritionist
now.
approved snacks. You don't have to go to your fucking machine anymore and eat those shitty potato chips or fucking Slurpees or none of that shit. They got everything. The cocoa almonds. I mean, if they fucking got a flavor now, those pistachios are delicious. In fact, I'm getting another box sent out. You put the order in for me today. I'm going to hook you up this time, lady.
Sweet.
Your asshole's going to go like that. Go to naturebox.com. Get 50% off your first order. What are they pressing the box?
Joey.
Joey, Joey. 50% off your first order. You will not be sorry. You're a stoner. Don't just sit there like a fucking mutt. You order these things tonight, you have them at your door for the fucking weekend. This Labor Day, you'll be living with your legs up, watching the Dillashaw fight, eating fucking nutritional snacks. That's how we roll here. So go to naturesbox.com and press
Joey.
Joey, 50% off your first order. HitEsigs.com. I don't know what's going on. I talked to him yesterday. I went on the website tonight, and the vapor pens aren't on there. They got T-shirts on there. They've got little Nailed It Life stuff. I got to give them a call. The best vapor pen in the business. The best vapor pen in the business. It's usually $50. If you go
Nailed It Life, not Hit E6.
Nailed It Life.
Yeah.
Nailed It Life, I said. Where's
Right.
the
You
thing?
said Hit E6.
Okay, Nailed It Life. Where's the vapor pen at?
You have it. What? Oh, I don't know. Let me look. I don't know.
The fuck, Lee? Go to naileditlife.com. Get 20% off your first order. That means you get $10 off the vapor pen. It's $40, all right? Go to Nailed It Life. Mention Joey, the church, a dick up your ass. You get 10% off. And finally, I got to give a shout out to these guys. I love their product. I love what they do, from the cigar to the 0, 8, 16, and 24 milligram cigarettes. If you're looking to quick, HitEsigs.com is changing the fucking game when it comes to these things. You got a guaranteed 1,200 puffs from each fucking thing. You know how much a blue costs? $10. You may get 20 fucking puffs. These things cost $16 after the discount. You get 1,200 fucking puffs. Whether a cigar, they got flavors, they got it all going on. Their motto is, what's the motto, Lee?
The proof is
longer
in the
lasting, tremendous. Go to Heat
Two
E6.
mottos.
What's the motto?
The proof is in the e-cig. They
The
have that
proof
one.
is in the fucking pudding. You wouldn't see me sitting here. There's a tremendous tobacco. You get your dick sucked, you smoke this, and you blow the smoke up in the air. It's a perfect contradiction. They're sucking your pipe and you're blowing that way. Who's better than you? Go to HitE6.com. Order it. What are they pressing the box?
Joey's Church.
Joey's Church. Get 20%. What do you get off the first order?
20%.
20% off your first order. HitE6 on us tonight. Don't fuck around, all right? That's how we roll.
That's how you roll, man.
That's how I roll. I'm sick and tired of fucking around with you. All right, you want to do some animal tranquilizer, some gorilla biscuits? What are we doing? Vicky
Gorilla
Pezza, what are we doing?
biscuits, holy
We're
shit.
going to smoke some more reefer, Vicky
Yeah, that
Pezza?
sounds like a plan.
I'm
That'll
happy you
do.
came on tonight, Vicky Pezza.
Oh
You
my god,
always-
thanks for having me,
You always
guys.
supplied this positive fucking energy. Anything you want to talk about?
Aw.
Talk to me about something.
I don't know. I was thinking, like, with your surgery, like, I had surgery, and I was thinking about that today, because I was thinking, like, you know, I wonder what kind of shit we'll talk about, and I was like, I wonder if I should talk about my back, because I have fucking metal rods in my back.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like, I had major... That's why I'm so impressed with how, like, you're doing so good right now, because I had surgery when I was, like, 14, and I was fucked up. Like, for a while, I was in the hospital, but... There's a little trivia. I have metal rods in my spine.
Wow,
Does that surprise you?
No, you know, things, whatever makes it. What happened?
It was from scoliosis. You know, like when they did the test in
We did
school.
the lean down, and
Yeah, like so.
You actually had, you look the first person I ever met who had scoliosis.
Yeah, it's like they were doing the test just to find me. So I guess something seemed a little off, but I never had any trouble. Like I looked normal. I wasn't hunchback or anything. So then they went to X-ray me, and my spine, it was like the shape of an S. It was like the freakiest thing, and I was 14 when it happened, and it was the freakiest fucking thing. So yeah, like you were saying, how when you're waiting. Like when you're anticipating a surgery, that's really worse than like what's going on.
What's going on?
I had like maybe a month to anticipate this. Like as a 14-year-old, I was right about to go into high school.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
So it was crazy. So initially, like I was good. I stayed in for a few days. It was like a thin pencil scar. Everything was cool. Then all of a sudden, like I got an infection or something happened where I needed 3 more surgeries. I missed like the first month and a half of high school.
Whoa.
I had to go on an IV. Like I had an IV. Like I had to go into fucking freshman year of high school with an IV in my arm and my medicine in like a fanny pack.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was like 90, 95. Fanny packs weren't cool anymore.
No.
I couldn't even play it off. I couldn't even have like a neon pink one. Like it wasn't 89. It was fucking 95. And I had to fucking roll up all frail, you know. But yeah, I'm okay.
When you
now.
were 14, that's a tough age to go to the hospital for a few days. It's tough.
Yeah. And
really
it turned
sucks.
out to be like I was there over a month. I was in the hospital for like over a month.
Shit.
It was insane. And initially it was a few days, and even the doctor was like, you recovered so quickly. And then you know what happened? I don't know why I didn't just tell this. Like, it was maybe a week afterwards, and my back felt itchy, and I thought it was maybe because of the stitches, So I was itching my back, and it was the morning. I'd just woken up, and I looked at my hand, and it was red.
Oh,
so
no.
I rolled over. You had to roll over like a fucking certain way. So I rolled over, and I looked, and it looked like somebody fucking stabbed me. It was like a fucking murder scene. But I have like this crazy high-strung New Jersey Italian-Irish mom that I know. What am I going to say right now? I could give people heart attacks right now if I reacted the way I want to react, which is scream, So I laid back down, and I real calmly was like, Mom, like Johnny, my dad, and I was like, all right, don't freak out.
That happened to me.
But I'm bleeding profusely from my wound.
Oh, gee, that happened to me the only time I ever had surgery. I had a birthmark on my leg, actually pretty big, and the doctors just wanted to take it off just in case of cancer or something. Right. And I'm a short dude, so I got a lower locker, and they didn't tell me that, like, I was fine. And I bent down, like, on one knee to go to my locker, and I heard pop. And it wasn't even that bad. Like, I don't remember it. Like, nothing. I think they just popped, and I had to go get the restitched. But I just remember, like, seeing the blood. I was like, oh no.
Oh my god, it's terrifying. Because in your head, it's like I can't possibly lose this much.
World.
Yeah, I can't possibly lose this much. Like, I'm gonna die any second. But I didn't pass out or anything. It was still pretty fucking intense. But
whenever blood shows up, you always panic for a couple minutes. You don't know what it is. One years ago, I was lifting and I jerked off and blood came out of my dick. I thought it was the fucking end of the world, man. When Fidel was a kid, he used to sleep with us on the bed. And one night something happened and he scratched Terry's face in the middle of the night. And it was horrid. It was just horrid. You're waking up to blood everywhere and you're like, what the hell happened? Because Fidel moved and scratched the face. And I just got up, saw the blood, just laid on the fucking floor.
Yeah.
With a towel. And one time I was working this chick's pussy with a Martini and Rossi wine in Seattle.
With a wine bottle?
With the bottle, the brothers, whatever.
God. Bartles and James?
Bartles and James. This chick was a freak. We were at this lake. I'm looking at her pussy. I pulled the panties open. I'm massaging a little monkey. And I seen her leg spread. I took the bottle and James and I'm just playing with that little monkey with the ball, and finally I just start putting the tip in, and the hips are moving, and the pussy's opening up. It starts to open up like a monster, and I'm working that motherfucker. And I'm getting into it now, and she's like, oh, and I'm fingering with this fucking bottle, and finally she was about to have a period, so the vacuum it created, it just sucked it out, and I'll never forget how I heard like pop. And all of a sudden, this brown blood, this dark to the beginning, shot out, and I just dropped the blood. I'm like, I thought I killed her. I thought the bottle broke, and I stabbed her, but I didn't.
Oh, shit.
She called into the podcast, that crazy bitch. In the
really?
Beginning. Oh, yeah, Carol. She called me. And I remember she was telling you she got whatever.
Carpal tunnel?
From giving hand jobs at work. She's a stripper.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense.
Hysterical.
She's not in insurance.
She's getting married now.
Again?
Yes. Now she's getting this fucking moron don't know. Like I told her, when do you tell him that you have to go suck a dick for $5,000? Because she has these boyfriends around the country, like these 60-year-olds, and she goes and they put hot fudge on her asshole. She'll call me and say, "This old man just put hot fudge in my ass, tremendous." And they give her like $5,000, and she goes back to Florida like nothing happened. And I go, "Does he know about your extracurricular activity?" She's like, "Well, he's gonna find out. Once you tell him you're gonna leave for 5 days, he's gonna watch the kids."
Right.
I mean, it's hysterical how this girl is a millionaire, and she's still just basically a dirty whore. And I love her. I love her for it, because at least she's honest about it.
Right.
This girl that's like, oh, I don't fuck no. This girl sucks dick and fucks for $100 a blowjob and $200 for a piece of ass at the strip club. She's a millionaire. Wow. She's 46. She's already been stripping for 30 years. At the same time, she's a psychology major. She got a job at some psych hospital, but she still strips 2,000. So let's say she lives in Hollywood. She'll drive to like San Diego to strip just because she likes it. She's a whore. She loves cock. She loves all that dirty shit. And it's fucking hysterical.
It's got to be hard to stop making that kind of money once you start.
But she's a millionaire already.
Right.
She married a Hindu that had a heart attack. and he left the money.
Oh!
And she went and bought 3 fucking curves. And then sold them at the height of curves. And made a bunch of money. And bought homes in Michigan, Chicago, and Florida. She's got 4 homes, guys. So she has a job as a regular human being. But 2 nights a week, she drives 2 hours to strip, where she fucks guys for $200 and sucks their dick for $100. She once told me she sucked a guy's dick and she ran out of condoms. And she goes, I think I have a cold now. I sucked the dick. I mean, it's hysterical.
It is kind of amazing that more girls don't do it. Like I get that porn might be like you don't want that to get out there because porn is everywhere now.
Right.
But if an attractive girl going to a strip club an hour away that no one will ever know about, and you can make hundreds or thousands of, I'm like, trust me, I wouldn't want anyone I know to do it, but I'm surprised it does. Like that, or working at a store for $8 an hour. Like I'm like,
when I was 21 and I lived in
there.
Aspen, and I was a male. I was saying, if I was a female at 21 and I looked good, I'd fuck for 4 years. At 21, if you have a hot body and good pussy and you know how to fuck, you're getting $500 from old guys. 4 or 5 dicks a night, that's $2,500. 3 nights a week is $7,500. That's $30,000 a night. You're working 3 nights a week. If you pimp yourself out that way, if you get blowjobs on the corner for 20, you'll be sucking dick and getting malaria and all that shit.
Yeah, don't sell yourself short.
Right, but if you're 21 and you look good and you've already, when you fuck these little guys, if they're dizzy and crying and shit, if they start twitching, you got, remember like the chick that came away?
I know,
made
yeah.
you fuck because you're a good fuck. You know it. If you like to suck a fucking dick for an hour and do crazy shit, you're sucking some loser's dick, you might as well get $500 to suck a good dick 3 nights a week. You got your regulars. They can take you out to restaurants. You look good. You're polite. You know how to eat. You're not going to have a tattoo on your neck and, I'm going to go see my homies and my girl. No. You're a white girl or a black girl with class. You can make some fucking money.
Yeah.
You do that for 3 years. At 25, you could buy a house, move to Chicago, and tell some guy you were living in Aspen working at a hot dog stand.
Yeah.
He would never know the difference. You could put your life behind you. People do it all the fucking time. It's a smart, investable move. You take care of your pussy, you go to the doctor every week, you get your shots, you work out, you lift, and you know where you're going with this. If you're a woman or a man and you have a plan with something, there's thousands of girls every year that go, I have a plan. I could keep working at this restaurant, making $150 a night, or I could shake my fucking titties somewhere and walk with 3 bills 2 nights a week.
Yeah.
And at the end of 5 years, nobody knows. I won't date nobody there. I won't drink. I won't do drugs. I won't get caught up in that game. It's a job. And at
the cash grab.
And at the end of my 2 years, when I make $60,000 and the rest of these dumb whores are living at home, that's the mentality. But you're not going to get into it like you suck a dick. These young girls, that's how they trick you. You ever go to a strip club and you feel bad for them?
Yeah.
You feel bad for them. This is their life. They shake and they have the heels and the hairdo. They're stuck there. They're done. They're doomed. That's doomed. But if you look at it from a certain perspective, it's not a bad fucking career. A man without a plan is not a man. Nietzsche.
I like it. Fuck it. I don't know.
That's it.
I mean, did you ever think about it? I mean, probably. You seem very nice, but I mean,
no.
I seem very nice.
Well, I don't want to offend you, saying like you should have been it, but it's just like I can't imagine it doesn't cross people. Like when you were being a bartender, you were like, "Fuck, I worked all night for $150, and now I have to give the
I was a waitress.
bar back $100.
Yeah, I was a bartender. I have gone into strip clubs to see if I could bartend there.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes they would say we only want dancers, but no, it just never got to that point. But I did sell pot. I mean, I guess that's shady, but it's a little I don't need abs to sell pot. Like, you know what I mean? It's like there's looking good, and then there's a level that I think you should be to do things like that, and that would require no Slurpees, no fucking McDonald's or Coca-Cola exercises to really make that cash. Plus, I got the fucking scoliosis scar on my back, so that's not helping matters.
That's a fantasy. After I dance, you can stab me in the neck. Really? Yeah, do what you want.
And I used to have like mohawks and stuff, so I could have probably maybe been like fetishy. That look, like just wear fishnets or something.
That's a pretty haircut. You have nice eyes.
Oh,
too.
thanks.
That's a pretty haircut.
Thank you so much.
I had to listen. Once I sold coke and I did illegal activities, it was tough for me to have a day job.
Yeah,
after
because
2
you get
days,
money
you
all at once. Yeah.
getting $10 an hour to deal with these jerk-offs for 8 hours a day. I'm gonna go rob. That was, that was my fucking. And it was a mistake. I was young. I was stupid, but I didn't have a plan. If I was a good thief and had a plan and said I'm gonna rob for 4 years, I ain't gonna kidnap nobody, things will work out. How you feeling, Lisa?
I'm getting pretty high now.
Are you pretty high? You look good tonight, buddy. I'm happy that you've made this lifestyle change, and you're beautiful, man. I can't have you get sick and get.
No, yeah, we were talking about it on the way down there. Have you ever seen? I know girls get it too, but have you seen the guys who their ankles are like purple and like their legs start running away? I think it's from diabetes. It just freaked me out.
Oh, maybe like vein or bruisey looking.
Well, bruisey,
things?
but then like the worst part, like the skin starts dying, and it's creepy.
Oh
as
God.
Fuck. So yeah, that's why I'm doing it. But I'm trying. Oh, quickly, if you want a Flying G shirt, and I put a coupon up there, so if you use coupon code JUMIDOWN at LeeSyatt.com, you get 10% off.
Very clever, Lee Syatt.
So.
I like it.
Anything you like to push, my love?
Please.
Besides your beautiful smile.
Please listen to The Naughty Show on allthingscomedy.com. But if you're in LA or you want to come to LA, go to the LA Podcast Festival, September 26th through the 28th. But we're on the 26th, so make sure you're there for that.
Lee will be there.
I'll have to go.
Yeah, Lee will be there.
It's a great week, people. Great week of fun. We're going to do a podcast Monday at lunchtime.
Okay.
Because there's no sense of getting up at 6. We got
fuck it, sure.
We got fucking maybe we'll do it at 9 to get out of the way. So we will be on Monday morning for Labor Day. If you're lonely, you ain't got no family, nobody invites you to a barbecue, you got us. I'm lonely too. I'm not gonna have nowhere to go eat on Monday. So, and we're having an early one Monday and a late one Wednesday. So, thank you very much for supporting the church. I'm gonna be in the Brea Improv September 18th to the 20th. And that's New York Gotham Comedy Club, the 26th and 27th of September. That's it. So come on out and support. Have a great time. Jump up and down. And that's it. Lee's going to stay here and go to the podcast festival. I don't feel bad now. He's going to go represent with his Flying Jew shirt on. So I'm going to bring some animals. But I love you guys. It's a dream. Fucking go for it. Cut this shit. We love you. Stay black. Vicky Pezza, throw him a kiss. Oh, shit. Lee Syatt, throw him a kiss. There you go. Read those fucking ads, cocksucker.
Now that the show's over, remember to go to naturebox.com and order great tasting healthy snacks at 50% off. Snack smarter with healthy and delicious treats like everything bagel chips and baked sweet potato fries. Support this podcast and get 50% off of your first order. Go to naturebox.com, promo code Joey. That's naturebox.com, promo code Joey. The show is also sponsored by Onnit.com. Go there and use code word church to get 10% off of your order on stuff like Alpha Brain, New Moods, stuff like that. The show is also sponsored by HitEsigs.com. The proof is in the e-cig, longer lasting, better tasting. Use code word Joey's Church to get 20% off your order. And to our best friends up in Northern California, NailedItLife.com for all the oil and wax smokers out there, and they have t-shirts and other stuff like that. Go there to get the 20% off of the best favorite pen on the market, and just mention Joey Diaz and anything like that.
And to all my Jersey brothers, me and Vicky Pezza,
yes,
send you our love. We love you, motherfuckers. This is a Jersey podcast. It's a Jersey state of mind type podcast. Fuck weddings. Fuck all that nonsense and your bullshit.
Oh yeah, that we talked about.
You get married at the VFW and that's it. And if you're not gonna do that, go fuck yourself. Have a great weekend. Kick it, Lee.